Now for Troup vs. Carver on WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Troup Tigers football is brought to you in part by Kia of LaGrange, Holmes Pharmacy, Mallory Insurance, Emory Southern Orthopedics, West Georgia Health, and RE/MAX Results agents Joel Upchurch, Rob Upchurch, and Hilton Swanson. Now live to Callaway Stadium with Jack Mormon calling your play-by-play, and Tony Walls is your color commentator.
Welcome to Troup High School Tiger football right here on Eagle Sports. We're ready to go here at Callaway Stadium as the crowd is starting to come in. It's a very special night because, hard to believe, in the fourth game of the season, it's homecoming, Tony.
You know, I thought you were teasing me earlier, but, when you look down the schedule, with three teams using Callaway Stadium, each one has to pick a homecoming game. And after this game tonight, Jack, I don't think the Tigers have but two more home games.
Two more home games. Yep. They'll, of course, we have the Callaway game will be actually here, but right. Callaway is the home team as they'll be taking on the Callaway Cavaliers, and then they'll travel to have Woodward Academy come here, and then it's Sandy Creek away, back here to Carrollton, and we end with two away games with Fayette County and Whitewater. So really, as you look at the schedule, really this is the time to do it.
Well, you and I were talking. I'm sure Carver has not been too many teams have homecoming opponent. But,
no, if I'm looking down the schedule and I'm saying, who do I want as a homecoming opponent? Carver out of Columbus is not usually one I'm gonna pick.
Well, Jack, anybody that follows high school football is familiar with the Carver Tigers out of Columbus. A perennial state playoff contender every year, and this year's no exception. We were looking down their roster earlier, and they have quite a few D1 suspects, prospects, whatever you want to call it, led by Jawan Pass, their quarterback, who's committed to the University of Louisville. So there's a few other players on that team other than him. So the Tigers have their work cut out for them tonight, have their hands full, but you can expect Coach Glisson's team to compete.
Yeah, we're going to reflect back on last week as we took on Harris County, talk about what we're expecting tonight, and get you ready for kickoff. All that and more coming up right here as we're getting ready for Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch.
To leave you with a smile. The knowledgeable staff is available to answer any questions you may have about our wide variety of products, including diabetic shoes and foot care, everyday vitamins and supplements, wound care, old-time Watkins products, and vaccinations. If you're in a hurry, Holmes Pharmacy offers an easy, convenient drive-through for fast pickup, plus in-town deliveries. Conveniently located on Commerce Avenue. Come meet our friendly staff today at Holmes Pharmacy.
Kia. Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Will you shop with us? We make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
So don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax tag and title.
Good food.
Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank. Same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet.
Joel Upchurch from RE/MAX Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch. And one more thing, go Tigers!
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football. Jack Mormon, Tony Walls. And, it is always exciting to look at a roster of kids and try to determine how we're going to say some of these names. Because the kids really, they're Us Beasley. He's one of my favorite ones. Is it them or Us?
Us has been there a couple of years, though. I remember that name from last year.
Well, Us is just 5'10", 175. As I look down the roster and I see 5'8", 290, that's an Us.
No, that's we.
That's a young man named Lyndon Johnson. They call him Big Ham. Boy, he's a load. We were talking about that. We're kind of looking down this roster. Juwan Pass is a name that a lot of folks are going to recognize. He's 6'5", 210. But you look down this roster, Tony. There's some big fellas. I'm looking at Orion Glover. He's a defensive end. Also runs fullback. He's a senior. 6 foot, 260 pounds. Across that front line, a kid named Brian Calhoun, a tackle. He's a junior, 6'3", 335. In high school.
Yeah, and I'm looking across the back page of their roster jacket there at some of their D linemen and offensive linemen, and they look like they average about around 300 pounds across the front line on both sides of the ball. So, again, but that's what we've come to know and expect from Carver. They have a lot of athletes at Carver High School down there in Columbus, and that's the football mecca in Columbus, and that's where they go. So, but every year, as we said, they're right there, ranked to the top 10 in the state, and they compete for a state championship and region title every year. So that's what we expect from them every time we see them compete.
Well, and it'll be a tough task for the Tigers. Last time, it's been all Tigers the past 2 weeks. So the Tigers took on the Harris County Tigers last week, taking on the Carver Tigers tonight. Last week we traveled down to Harris County, a great venue for a football game, and Troup started off well. I mean, they come out of the gate. They have a nice drive, goes all the way down, puts it into the end zone. They move Dexter Sheely back there as the quarterback position, which was turned out to be a pretty good move. But Ken Truitt, he goes over on the defensive side, does a good job there. Mess Bonner, great job running the ball. Schweitzer, Tolbert, they catch a few balls here and there. So, some good things going on. But then the special teams break down. They run it back 99 yards. Now, of course, that's Darius Blackman. We've seen him 2 weeks in a row. Last night we saw him with against Callaway. But we saw him 2 weeks in a row, just a tremendous back. He goes all the way back, and then Troup had missed their extra points. It was 7-6, and really they've only had a lead for about 17 seconds on the season.
Yeah. Coach Glisson was saying in his post game, he was talking about they had the lead for 16 seconds, so they really didn't even have time to enjoy it. But you're right, Jack. They came out and executed their offense in that first drive. Had a really good drive. Went down the field and scored a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it was short lived. And Coach Glisson is looking for improvement each week, and he's trying to. We've talked before. Everybody knows the story about him coming in late and really have not had a chance to. He's basically in his preseason, if you will, as far as coaching. He's having to learn his kids there, having to learn him, learn his staff, put his staff together. So there's a lot to do, and it's tough on a first-year coach. But he's looking for improvement, and I think that's what he's looking for again tonight. He wants to see the Tigers get better this week and be better than they were last week.
Well, something else that he said that I really liked, and I think Greg had mentioned this, is he talked about how they're not really scheming for the other team. They're looking to improve what they're doing on the field, looking to make sure that their guys know what they're supposed to do. If they're an offensive lineman, on this play I'm pulling here, I'm blocking down, I'm covering this gap. If I'm on the defense, this is where I'm lined up. I'm playing this zone, or I'm a man. I know what my calls are, and I'm getting that mental aspect of the game down because, again, it's all, as you mentioned, it's all new right now.
Well, he's teaching. Yeah. Jack, that's what he's doing. He's taking his teaching skills from the classroom onto the field, and the kids are responding, and he's trying to, like I said, get his system implemented, and it's going to take some time. It's on the job training for the coaches and the kids, and there's some growing pains out there. But again, he's just like any other coach. He wants to see his team improve because really that's the only thing that they can control.
Well, you're exactly right, and I think these kids are starting to respond to that, and we look forward to how that's going to turn out. We're going to talk a little bit more about the game we're expecting tonight, about the homecoming festivities, and just get you ready to go for some football live here from Callaway Stadium right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, www.southernorthopedics.com.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. She has them for you. Also, she has bakery items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
Kia.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Will you shop with us? We make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
Where we're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, second title.
You're listening to WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back, everyone, to Troup Tiger football here at Callaway Stadium. Tony Walls, Jack Mormon joining you. And, Jack, we were talking before the break about what we were looking for in tonight's game. And remember last year, I believe, when the Troup Tigers went down to Columbus to play Carver, the final score was 43-41. I hope we have that kind of offensive output tonight from both teams. And I would assume Carver's going to do a lot of what they did last year. They get 4 wide receivers, pass in the shotgun, and throw it all over the field.
Yeah, last year, actually 5 of the guys that made a big impact in that game last year are playing tonight. Tremaine Tolbert, Travis Johnson, they each had touchdown passes against Carver last year. Cameron Russell, Mess Bonner, Dexter Shealy, they all had scoring runs. There's 5 touchdowns accounted for last year. So they know they can win against this team. They know they can score against this team. So maybe that's a nice little mental nugget that will help them as they get ready.
Oh, no doubt about that. Of course, when you're missing those guys up front, that was a big key last year to the ability for the Tigers to run the football. But again, is mentally coming into the game, they feel like they can score, and probably going to have to, because I'm sure Carver's going to put up some points.
Well, you can expect that. You expect that they're going to come out hitting the ball hard, flying around the field. I was just looking at some stats that I got out of one of the papers here that. I moved it and lost my stats here. They were talking to me up at the top and messing me up. There we go. So far, Carver comes in 2-1. They won their first game against Carver out of Atlanta, 28-14. They defeated Spencer, 21-7. But then they lost, in a big loss, 51-20 2 weeks ago at Creekside. So you look, Carver out of Atlanta scored 24 against them. So their defense a little bit suspect, has let some points go up on the board. And you look, allowing 51 points to Creekside last week. So
Creekside's a pretty good team too, Jack. And the game that sticks out there to me is the Spencer game. One of our team was, I don't remember if it was LaGrange or Troup, scrimmaged Spencer before the season started. And Spencer is not the Spencer of old. They had some good athletes. They're well coached. And so they went toe-to-toe with Carver. So Carver's had a week off to rest. Tigers haven't. So it'll be interesting tonight to see how these two teams match up. Jack, you really don't know what to expect.
Well, you going back to it was actually the Troup High School Tigers, and they did 2 scrimmage games to start the season.
That's right.
It was the Tigers that took them on. It was a loss, 33-15, but they did score against a tough Spencer team.
Yes, evidently Spencer is much improved as we were talking. So, but Jack, it's about blocking and tackling and taking care of the football. So it's pretty basic stuff. So whichever team does that tonight, I know it sounds a little bit cliche, but that's usually the one that comes out on top.
Yep. We mentioned that this is 2 teams that know each other very well. Coach Glisson, being at Manchester before, kind of knows about a lot of those Columbus teams and knows how they're going to play. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they turn out tonight. We're going to have the national anthem in just a moment. We're going to let you hear that. We're going to take another break as we get ready for that, as it's a beautiful night here at Callaway Stadium. The sun has finally dropped behind the trees. We can see the field in all its glory, and the crowd is coming in, so we invite you to join us out here at the stadium. If not, settle back and listen to us online. We'll mention that if you can go to eagle1023.com, click on the Watch Live right there. It's $49, and you can watch the Troup High School Tigers for the whole season and the playoffs. So you get your season pass today and watch and listen to the Troup High School Tigers and the football season all season long. So it's a great deal. I know I've had a lot of folks text me, email me, Facebook, all that kind of stuff, tell me where they're doing, how they're watching the game. So we invite you to be a part of that. And so go online to eagle1023.com, click and watch the Watch Live button. Again, $49, you can watch the Troup High School. Plus, you can also watch the Callaway Cavaliers. So you get 2 different teams that you can watch for the rest of the season. Hopefully, they'll both be going into the playoffs as we move forward. We'll take another break. We'll come back and talk more about this game right here on Eagle Sports.
Kia.
Hi, friends. Just Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Key of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
Where we're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, second title.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, and if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Borman, Tony Walls are right now the ROTC of Troup High School making their way onto the field. They have the colors. They're bringing them out to the 50, and they'll have the national anthem. You hear the drums rolling in the background, and I'll kind of keep things going here until we get ready for our national anthem. But, Tony, you and I talked about this last night during the Callaway game. What a really impressive thing this is to have these young cadets and the junior ROTC programs to present the colors at these games.
Well, we talked about each school representing each one of the branches of the service, and I think we talked about Callaway was possibly the Air Force, or maybe it's Troup High here. I'm not sure. I can't tell, but yeah, it's a great thing for these kids to learn about the history and how important that flag is to us, Jack.
Yep. And now we'll have the pride of Troup County, the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band, as they'll present our national anthem.
The Troup High School Marching Tigers will be playing our national anthem this evening. The band is under the field direction of Drum Major Paisley Patterson. We invite you to remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
There we go, the pride of Troup County, the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band with our national anthem. A great job by them and all the color guard down there as well. I tell you what, things are starting to get going here. I want to give you some other games that we'll be watching tonight. I'll try to get you scores as we move through the evening. The folks in our region, Whitewater, they're playing at Eagles Landing. You got Central of Carroll is taking on Fayette County tonight. That ought to be a pretty good ball game right there. Carrollton will take on North Hall. Of course, the Troup High School taking on Carver Columbus, and then Woodward Academy will be taking on Clarkston tonight. So we've got the AJC page here up on my phone, and we'll try to update you on those scores as we move through.
That Central game, Central Carrollton will be one of the Callaway Cavaliers opponents. It'll be the last game of the year up in Carrollton. And we all remember how that the region championship came down to that game last year. So, and that was one of the most exciting games we've ever been associated with. So that's something to look forward to. So we'll both be interested. And they're playing who, Jack? Was it Fayette County? Is that right?
Fayette County, which is, of course, the reason, for those of you that don't know, the reason I mentioned in this, Whitewater, Fayette County, Carrollton, Woodward Academy, along with Creekside, all part of that big Region 5 in Quad A. So that's who the Troup High School Tigers will be going up against in the second half of the season.
Right, that's right. But, so those games will be interesting, and we can, as far as around the region tonight, we can keep you posted on those games. We'll try to get LaGrange High Schools over in Mary Persons tonight in a big ball game, so we'll try to keep you posted on that too. But here tonight, we got the Tigers versus the Tigers, Jack. As you mentioned, we've had that 2 weeks in a row.
All Tigers all the time. The teams are getting ready to come on the field. We'll have the captains. We'll let you know who's going to get the ball first. All that's coming up right here on Eagle Sports.
No ugly shirt now. Mm-hmm.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud, because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics. Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers! Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. It looks like they're down there on the field. They've captains for Troup and the captains for the Carver Tigers are down the field. Let's see. The Tigers have won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's reverse that. Carver's won the toss. They've deferred the second half. The Tigers of Troup High School will be getting the ball to start things off. And, Tony, they rolled out some big guys out there as the captains.
Yeah, the captains for Carver, number 20, Aronde Glover, senior defensive end and fullback. Also for the Carver Tigers, number 65, Fred Williams, number 77, Trayvon Akins, and number 99, TJ London. And just to give you a size of TJ is 6'4", weighs 340. Mr. Atkins is 6'2", weighs 300, and Mr. Williams is 6'5", and weighs 290. So that tells you a little bit about the size of the Tigers from Carver.
Captains for tonight for the Troup High School Tigers, number 29, Albert Harrison. He's a defensive back, freshman, 5'10", 180 pounds. Number 52, Jeremy Sanders, junior. And also Gabe Dowden. He's a senior, tight end, 5'10", 208. He's been playing down both the offensive line and defensive line, so we'll probably see him quite a bit tonight. The Tigers are on both sides are standing around their banners. They're getting ready to break through. And, Tony, let's just talk about a few kind of keys to the game. Really, they're universal keys, in my opinion. First of all, the Troup High School Tigers are going to get the ball first. I need at least 2 first downs out of this first drive. I need them to feel that they can move the ball against the Carver Tigers.
They need to have some success, Jack, whether it be, as you said, they're receiving the football, and they need to have some success. It'd be nice to come out and take that ball down the field and score a touchdown early and get some momentum. But as you said, anything positive, what they don't want, they want to try to get off to a fast start. What they don't need are mistakes early, because let's face it, they're going to have to play one of their best games of the year to compete with Carver.
Really neat the way they come up through the tunnel. We got the inflatable tunnel down at the end zone. They have smoke coming out as the guys come through. The Tigers tonight, they're in their all Navy jerseys and Navy pants with the gold letters. We can actually read those. That'll be appreciated. Definitely buy these old eyes as we kind of get ready for this ball game. We've had a couple of nights with some difficult ones. I know that Brandon Brooks and I were doing the Callaway and Heard County game.
Mm-hmm.
They had maroon on dark gray. It was the hardest things in the world to see. And then last night, as we were doing Harris County, they had the white with the very light yellow jersey, so kind of hard to see there too. So Carver in all white on the other side with their crimson hats.
Well, the only thing about being able to ID the Carver players is some of them are bigger than their jerseys. So
the numbers stretch around to the back.
Stretch around to the back. So we'll have to make sure that we look at that close tonight, Jack.
So it's going to be an exciting night. Let's take one more break back to the station. We come back. We've got kickoff live here from Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Exciting atmosphere. The bands for both teams are playing. The Tiger Marching Band coming up back in the stands. The Carver team over there on the far side. And then Maroons. Now, they're an 8-tuba band. By the Greg Hicks scale, they're quite a band right there.
Boy, that's a huge, that's great.
Now, the numbers aren't real high, but they almost got more tubas than anything else.
They certainly do. I didn't recognize that, Jack.
That's a lot of bass.
That's a good call. Well, that's a lot of bass.
It's all about
that bass, Jack. No trouble.
Well, we got DeCovey on that one. That's pretty good. Back deep for the Troup High School Tigers is going to be number 25, Cameron Russell. Cameron has been just such an incredible back for the Tigers. Really just an all-purpose guy. Done it all for them. Got some low numbers up here in the front. You know, we've seen a couple of teams start off with an onside kick. So they got kind of a hands team. I see, the 34, 37, 14. Those are the kind of guys out there ready to take anything that might come along.
Number 5 kicking off for the Carver Tigers, Giovanni Moore, junior linebacker. So he'll be doing the charge. He'll hit the ball at the 40, and here we go, Jack.
Short kick. Going to be taken at the 25. Bounces down, and Carver's going to get down on it. Bounces down. It goes off the hands of number 34, Mardravius Flagg. Dre Flagg is going to have a trouble with that one. Usually pretty sure-handed kid. And it's going to fall down on the ground there at about the 28-yard line. And wow, we're giving the Carver Tigers the ball on the 28 to start the ball game.
Yeah, exactly not the way the Troup Tigers needed to open up this game, Jack. Mishandled the opening kickoff. And not to correct you, Jack, but I believe that was number 27, Jackson Davis, who had trouble with that.
My bad.
So, we won't blame Dre until we have
to. Well,
because
Greg will get really mad if it was Dre.
That's right. So Carver Tigers going to set up shop on the Troup Tiger 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
So here they come. They got a shotgun set. The quarterback is number 2, Jawan Pass. Pass has a running back to his left and kind of a pistol set. He backs up to pass on 1st down. Looking, lots of time. Those across the middle, complete to number 7, and he's going to go into the end zone the very first play. Number 7, Cameron Jesse scores on the very first play from scrimmage for the Carver Tigers.
Yeah, Jesse was lined up as the only back in the backfield that time. Carver had 4 wide receivers. They all ran go routes, and Jesse worked his way out of the backfield. Down the left side was wide open as he got the Tigers had no one on him. The pass hit him in stride. So the Carver Tigers take their first possession and go up by a score of 6-0 with 11:49 to go here in the first quarter.
That's not what we were talking about drawing up this ball game for sure. Looks like they're going to go for two. I don't see a kicker out there.
I think
Here he comes.
Here he comes. Yeah, he was.
Kicker's like, wait a minute, I'm not dressed yet. It's just the first play.
The Carver Tigers scored so quickly they forgot that the tee was still on the field when they kicked off, so they had to go get it. So
snap, hold, kick is a bullet, and it goes through just on the right side. So with 11:49, I'm talking about just almost no time off the clock, 11 seconds. The Carver Tigers are leading 7-0 right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Tony Walls, and Decovia live here from Callaway Stadium. A quick shout out to a good friend of mine, Robin Treadwell, listening to us tonight. She's a musician, incredible musician, kind of a legend around these parts, and she texts me that it is all about that bass, just no Treadwell. So,
good one, Robin. Good one.
There's the kick, line drive down the middle of the field, bounce up. It bounces off us again. We pick it up at the 15, making our way up the field, and we don't even get to the 20. So that's that. Let me talk about that kick a little bit, Tony, because it is not a high kick. It's not something that you're going to field. It's a line drive spinning at them, and it is a tough ball to catch.
Tough ball to handle. You're right, Jack. That ball bounced up and hit Ken right in the face, and luckily for the Tigers, Travis Johnson was there to pick it up. So a better result that time. At least the Troup Tigers are able to hold on to the football, but unfortunately not real good field position. The ball just out past the 15-yard line. Looks like maybe marked between the 16 and 17.
Tigers going to move from left to right on your radio dial. It'll be Dexter Shealy in the quarterback position. We'll hand off into the line, and they're going to push us back pretty good there. We don't go down. The handoff was to Mess Bonner, number 11.
Number 55 that time for the Carver High School Tigers from his nose tackle position. That's Lyndon Johnson. They call him Big Ham. 5'8", 290 from his tackle position there. So a lot of meat on that front line, Jack, for the Carver Tigers, just looking from up here.
Shealy looks to the sideline to get his play. He'll have Bonner in the backfield. Right to his right. Here's the snap. Going to back up to pass. Rolls to his right. Going to flare it out to Bonner. Bonner stutter steps at the 20. Dodges one guy. Back up the field. Gets close to the 25-yard line. And let's see, he's going to be just short of the first down, I think.
Nice little swing pass by Shealy that time as he hit Mess Bonner out in here in the right flat on the Troup Tiger side. Was able to pick up some good yardage there on second down. Now it makes it a very manageable third down and about 3 for the Troup Tigers.
Positive play up the field. So here come the Tigers. They're going to split out number 17, Chance Hill, out to this near side. Trips to the other side. Carver showing blitz. Back up to pass, going to swing it right in the middle of the field to Bonner. Bonner up the field to the 30, 35, 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 44-yard line. First down, Tigers.
Really good call that time. The Tigers set up the screen to the right side over here. Let the Carver Tigers getting good penetration. The offensive lineman from Troup High School allowed them to come through, and Mess came open over here on the right side. Shealy hit him in stride. Play picked up a first down for the Tigers, and they get the ball out near the 44-yard line.
Nice job that time. The top side, B.J. Holloway will be wide to the left. Bonner will roll over to the left side as well. With the quarterback, Shealy, back to the shotgun set. There's a snap, good snap. He backs up to pass, looking, going to flare it out to the left side to Bonner. Bonner stepping up to the 45, gets to midfield, and he's going to be stopped short of the 50, but a nice about 5-yard pass out into the flats on the left side.
You know, Jack, good job by the Troup Tiger coaching staff. They understand that they're physically mismatched up front, but what they're doing, they're spreading Carver out, throwing the football to the corners, and really making those big guys run, and so far so good for Troup High School.
Shealy takes a snap, backs up the pass again, very quickly releases. Nice job across the middle of the field. Beautiful pass and catch to Travis Johnson.
Travis simply stood up, and they hit him hit him in stride. He picked up about 20 yards. Ball's all the way down to the Carver 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Troup High School.
Just a good old-fashioned tight end dump, just right across the middle of the field, looking, catches it in stride, and picks up the first down. And we're moving the ball pretty well against this big Carver defense. Shealy, once again, waits for the shotgun snap. They're showing blitz. He backs up to pass, looking to flare it out. He does to Bonner. Bonner, though, misses it. It goes out of bounds, incomplete.
Another good call by the coaching staff. We just failed to catch it that time. Bonner was open out in the left flat.
Surprising the way Carver's playing. They got a little bit of a bubble there. They're backing off the line. If we continue, you'll probably see them come up a little bit and kind of jam us at the line of scrimmage. Going to make a little personnel change as Montez Crow will come back into the ball game to spell Mess Bonner. Give him a moment. Shealy.
Play clock down under 10, Jack.
Yep.
Tigers going to have to hurry and get this one off.
To the pistol set they go. Cameron Russell will be in the backfield. There's the snap. Going to fake the handoff to him. Shealy will roll to his right, looking upfield. Going to dump it really quickly. Oh, in and out of the hands of Travis Johnson. Johnson had a little bit of daylight ahead of him.
That was a tough throw from Shealy. He had pressure in his face from number 21 there for Carver, and made a decision and dumped it over to Travis Johnson, who was about 5 yards out in front. Ball was a little bit low. Travis couldn't come up with it, so brings up 3rd down and 10 now for Troup High School.
Ball resting on the good side of the 35. Shealy has his back just to his right and behind him. There's a snap, backs up to pass. Going to dump it up across the middle. It's going to be Bonner. Bonner misses one, gets to the 30. 35, down to the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Tigers as he gets inside the 20. Still on his feet. They haven't blown the whistle yet. He's down to the 10. He's still fighting the pile. Down to the 5-yard line. One of the biggest, coolest plays I've seen all season.
Jack, words don't do that one justice. Mess Bonner simply would not give up. The second time they've had a big screen to the right. Mess is going to ask for a break here now. But, boy, that was quite an effort by that young man as he took the ball and just would not go down. He must have drug 4 or 5 Tiger defenders and moved the ball all the way inside the 10 to 1st and goal now for Troup High School at the 6-yard line.
He was stopped at the 20-yard line and fought his way all the way inside to the 6.
Yeah, that was quite a run by Mess Bonner.
Like what I'm seeing by this Troup offense. They've kind of put that mistake behind them, and they're moving down. Now they're 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Shealy takes a snap. Goes to his left. It's going to be Cameron Russell. Gets inside the 5. He's hit down at about the 2, maybe 3-yard line.
Boy, there was a little window there. Cameron hit it hard, but it was closed up quickly by those big Carver linebackers.
That's the 2.
That time. I got the ball down to the 2-yard line, so 2nd down and goal now.
You know, look how they strung that out. Those big guys can't move quite as fast. Let's take advantage of that. Going back to the same play, and it's going to be whistled dead. We may have moved on that one.
You know, Jack, I'm not so sure. I think Carver was trying to get a substitution in.
Yep.
He didn't make it in time, so that's.
He was offsides.
Yeah, that's going to move it down near the 1.
So Tigers looking to answer after Carver was able to score with great field position. They had the ball at the 28 to start, and now the Tigers have driven it all the way from the 17-yard line and are now knocking on the door with the ball at the 1. 8:13 left to go in this first quarter play. 7-0 Carver, but the Tigers looking to tie it up. Shealy puts a man in motion to the right. Takes the snap. Going to hand the ball off to Russell. Russell fights inside. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Let's go bring up 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to mark it, Jack, right near the 1-yard line, maybe a little bit inside. So the Tigers trying to run that ball into the end zone. So Carver Tigers bring in a little more beef for that front line. Number 99, one of the captains there. We mentioned him. He's 6'4", 340. That's T.J. London. So a lot of bulk on that defensive line up front for Carver, trying to keep the Troup Tigers out of the end zone.
Big Ham Johnson had to come off the field just then because his helmet came off. Going to the right side this time. To the right and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Boy, what a great block that time, Jack, by number 8, Travis Johnson from his tight end position. Just sealed that corner, and young Cameron Russell took it in for a touchdown.
Russell takes it in the yard untouched.
What an answer, Jack, by Troup High School.
Man, I am so pleased at this drive.
More information.
Oh, we're off the air. My goodness gracious. So we kick it up, and it is good. 7-7 is your score with 7:21 left to go in this first.
96 12:40 a.m. and online at eagle1023.com.
A little bit of technical difficulty, went off the air for just a second, but just enough to score a touchdown as the Troup High School Tigers tie it up 7-7. What a great job of answering. They hand the ball off from the 1 to Cameron Russell, goes around the right side untouched. Tony, what I'm saying that the Tigers are taking advantage of, there's all that meat inside. I mean, the guys averaging 250 plus, but they're not very fast. So let's get to the outside. Let's move. Let's not run ourselves right into that wall. Let's let the wall stay in the middle, and we'll go outside.
And that's a great job of scouting by the coaching staff at Troup High School, and the offensive coordinator doing a great job calling plays. Kids doing a good job of execution. So great drive there. Great answer by Troup High School as the Carver was able to make one play and scored, and the Troup offense came right down and went probably about 85 yards, wasn't it, Jack? They had to
started at 17.
15. Yeah, okay.
So an 83-yard drive.
So a great answer by Troup High School as you scored now 7-7 with 7:21, and Troup High School gets ready to kick off again, Jack.
Well, still a lot of ball games still to play. You don't want to make a lot of predictions, but I think about what I'm seeing in the type of discipline these guys have had to come back from it could have been a very demoralizing play at homecoming, and to fight back. The Tigers are going to kick the ball off, going to go out of bounds at about the 30. They'll bring that up to the 35, and that's where Carver will have it 1st and 10. But when you face adversity, you got to find a way to overcome it. And didn't let these guys get down. That offense got on the field. Dexter did a tremendous job leading them down, going the shotgun all the way, and finally gets it down, puts it in the end zone. 7-7 is our score with 7:21 left to go.
And really got to give the coaching staff at Troup High School a pat on the back for that play calling. They really did a good job of getting their kids out in space. As you said, Jack, the big guys having a little trouble running and moving, and they put pressure on the corner at Carver. And why run up in there when they're 400 pounds up inside? Yep. So great job of getting your playmakers on the corner of the defense. A couple of really well-executed screens in that drive. Great run by Mess Bonner. We talked about that on one of those screens. So looks like the Tigers are going to kick off again this time from the 35.
Interesting. They instead of deciding to take it at the 35, Carver says, no, we want them to kick it again. So that's what they're going to do. So Troup High School Tigers will step back up. It'll be number 13, Michael Young, doing the kicking duties. He kicks it high and taken at the 20-yard line by Carver. Carver trying to come back to the middle of the field. They're at the hash mark on this near side. Young man still on his feet, finally knocked down there. And a good job of putting him on the ground by the Tigers.
Good tackle by number 29, Albert Harrison. He's a young freshman, 5'10", 150. We called his name a lot last week down at Harris County. So Albert's continuing his good play on the kickoff team for Troup High School.
Well, I want you to think about this. He's a freshman. The coaching staff very high on this young man to have him both as a captain and playing well starting out there for these Troup High School Tigers. So now we actually see the offense for Carver for real. They're going to put quads out here. They're going to stack 3 in the slots position. The split a man wide to this near side. Quarterback's all by himself. And we're going to put a lot of pressure on him. He rolls to his right, going to angle it downfield. He gets a receipt, going to make a reception at the 50. Got a flag down.
Pass roll to his right. He completed the ball down the field to number 6 there, Rutledge. But the flag at the tackle spot. So let's see what we got, Jack.
Looking down for the man in the white hat. It's going to be
it's like a block in the back.
It's a block in the back against Carver. You're exactly correct. So that'll come back. But Tony, they stacked those 3 guys on this near side, and they just kind of spread out, just kind of burst out. And that's a tough 3 guys to cover. In fact, that was where the pass went, is to the young man that was right in the middle of the field. So it's a spot foul.
Well, you see the athletes on the offensive side of the ball also for Carver. That is still a first down, so really the play cost the Carver Tigers about 10 yards, but they still have a first down now. Ball's out at their own 48-yard line.
So Carver looking at a first down now at about the 47. The quarterback, Juwan pass. Puts a man in motion back to this near side. Takes it. Hands it off at the middle of the field. He's going to slide down right at the line of scrimmage. So bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, his feet went out from under him there, Jack, but a good job by Troup High School. Number 9, I don't have his number, Jack. If you have it, Club, but a good job from his defensive end there. Did a really good job.
Kelvin Thornton.
Kelvin Thornton did a good job there of being in the right place at the right time.
Here comes pass again from the shotgun set. Trips to this near side. Try a hard count, try to get the Tigers to jump. We don't. We're going to make a few adjustments. Again, trips to this near side, man wide. They got one back in the backfield, and that's who he's going to fake the handoff. Throws it across the middle. We tip it and knock it down. Tremendous job that time. Was that 34?
That was 37. Austin Carter from his linebacker position got his hands up, knocked that ball down. As the Carver Tigers had a man open about 10 yards down the field, but a good job by Austin Carter getting his hands and stepping into the throwing lane and knocking that ball down.
Middle linebacker Austin Carter, senior leadership, 5'8", 185, but he got some sky that time. Trips to the top He's going to back up the pass. Look for the screen. Throws it across the middle. Complete. He's got a little running room. Makes it. Oh, man, what a great open field. Ball comes loose. We pick it up, but they're going to say that it was. No, he was not down. They're going to say he was down at the 37. We make a great hit on him. He loses the ball, but they're going to say that he was down, and they're going to move the chains. They'll get a first down out of that.
Good tackle by number 23 that time. Macenta Stafford, young sophomore playing on the corner here. That was close, Jack, but we had both officials ran at the same time and said he was down. So
I'll give it to him that time.
May have had a better angle than we did, but nevertheless, first down and 10 for Carver Tigers. Tough break for the Troup Tigers.
Pass once more, goes to the shotgun set. Wing to the left, backs up the pass, got a man in his face. He lofts it out there, intercepted by the Tigers at the 21-yard line. He just lofted the ball. Number 3, Tay Moreland steps under that and just picks it off out of the middle of the air.
I'm not sure what pass was looking at there, Jack. I don't think he saw the safety. He just threw that one up for grabs, and Moreland made a good play on the football. So
threw it like a corner route.
Yeah,
it feels like you're in the end zone trying to put it in the corner where there's nobody there.
There's nobody there.
There's plenty of people there.
So anyway, so Troup High School gets a big turnover now. So let's see what they can do the second time with the football.
So that works out real well. Tay Moreland picks it off from his cornerback position, and here comes Shealy in his offense. Bonner will be in the backfield with him. Twins to the left and right. There's a snap, and we're going to jump off sides.
Travis Johnson from his slot position there moved a little quick, anxious to get started, so that's going to back him up by 5.
Well, that's one of those kind of mental mistakes we've got to be careful of.
Ball start on the offense.
So 1 penalty for us, 1 penalty for them so far in this ballgame. Actually 2 for Carver. They lined up in the neutral zone, and then they also had the block at the back. We'll try to keep up with penalties tonight. Let's see how they roll. Shealy will go to the pistol set with Bonner behind him. Takes the snap. Fake the handoff. He's going to pass the ball, airs it out down the field, and there's nobody there.
We got a flag, Jack, down here. It looks like the wide receiver and the defensive back got tangled up with each other. So the flag's going to be out near the 35-yard line. So that's either going to be a hold or a pass interference against Carver, I believe.
Little trickery there. So we fake the handoff, fake a reverse, and then Shealy airs it out down the middle of the field, but no one's there. The reason was it looks like we had a pass interference against Carver, so that'll give us a first down right there.
That's a good job by the Tigers. Little misdirection, as you said, in the backfield, and Shealy dropped back, threw the ball deep. Russell and the safety for Carver got their feet tangled up, and as a result, it was pass interference against the Carver Tigers.
You know, I feel bad. I set the bar low, saying I just wanted 2 first downs to kind of get things going. We go all the way down with an 87-yard drive, 83-yard drive, and score. And now here we are continuing to move the ball. Really proud of this young Troup High School Tiger team.
Well, it's got to be a confidence builder for the Troup Tigers also. They've had some success early, and that's what we felt like they needed to do, Jack, to get off to a good start.
Shealy takes it, backs up the pass quickly, looking, got some time, throws across the middle. Good job of coming back to the ball by number 86 for the Tigers, and that's Ramon Leslie.
Good throw by Shealy that time. Leslie did a little stop route down here near the 50-yard line, went down and was tackled immediately. And a good throw by Shealy. Good job by the offensive line to give him time to throw. He was able to step up into the pocket and really step into that throw, and it was a good throw by Shealy that time.
Shealy backs up the pass again. Looking, rolls to his right. Kind of a field general, telling him where he wants to go. He has a step out of bounds. Good coverage by Carver that time.
Shealy did a good job of just taking what he could get right there, Jack. And play lost about 2 yards, but again, it brings up second down, and the Tigers live to have another play, so that's what you want. You know, you don't want to turn over here. Shealy doing a good job there that time, even though the play lost 2 yards.
Well, it's
made a good decision.
He did make a good, instead of trying to force it in or go upfield and risk it and pop pretty hard, just kind of steps out of bounds, live to fight another day. Bunner with the offset pistol. Shealy's going to back up, looks to flare it. Actually, he's going to air it out down the field. He's got a man back there. They bump it around. No call on that one.
Good coverage that time by Carver that time. Shealy had Mess Bonner wide open in the flat out there for a little shorter gain on a check down route.
He wanted B.J. Holloway real bad, though.
Yeah, but he tried to go deep, put it out there where his man could possibly make a play. But I bet if Dexter had that one back, he'd check that one down to Bonner out in the flat. Bonner had plenty of room out there to really pick up some good yardage. And I'm sure if we saw it, the coaches up here saw it, and they'll go back to that play later.
3rd down and 12 now. Tigers need to get a first down on this one. 5:22 left to go in the first. 7-7 is your score. We're tied up. Man in motion. That's Bonner. Again, throw it across the middle. Oh, man. In and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Number 86 for the Tigers, Leslie.
Another good throw by Shealy to the outside. Leslie, that's probably one Leslie feels like he should have caught.
Yep.
Would have been a little short of the first down, Jack, but good coverage out there by number 13 there for Carver High School, Jacoby Hatchett. So that's going to bring up the first punt of the night, Jack, for Troup High School. Michael Young, number 13, will be standing inside his 40. Well, he's going to back up now, be standing on his 35-yard line.
Number 18, Us Beasley back there to receive. And they're bringing the house. Low snap, steps up, gets it off, high kick, spirals, taking it at the 20. And he didn't know which way to run. Left, right, and finally brought down at the 26-yard line.
Good coverage by the Tigers there, Jack. Number 17, Chance Hill down there doing a good job. And also the rest of his mates down there. Number 20, Ricky Patillo.
So the Tigers get a couple of first downs out of that drive, get them out of the hole. Then they punt the ball, and they punt it up to the 25, 6, 7, 8, 28-yard line. And that's where Carver will have it first and 10. I'll tell you what, the passing has slowed this quarter down. We had all that frenetic movement, but we still have 5:04 left in the first quarter, tied 7-7.
What kind of movement did we have?
Frenetic.
Yes. Okay.
I got my thesaurus out again today.
Yeah.
They hand the ball off to the big tailback, number 7. That's Cameron Jesse. And he moves quickly up the field, picks up a first down for the Tigers of Carver.
Jesse was the running back, I believe. Jack caught the touchdown pass on their first drive. Looks like Carver now has maybe tightened up that line a little bit, going to try to pound the Troup Tigers now with their running game.
Step up, it's going to be the same band again. Wow! He is rocked there at the line of scrimmage.
Big hit by Austin Carter, number 37. Met him in the hole there and drove him backwards. So that play only gained about a yard. So that brings up second down and about 9.5, Jack.
He feels that one. Wow. Quarterback pass. Slows things down a little bit. Wing to the right. Takes the snap. Going to throw a quick out. We read it well. Just got to make an open field tackle, and we don't. He's going to get the first down across the 50, down to the 47.
Good move that time out there by the young receiver from Carver, number 16. Again, I don't have his number, but he was able to shake one defender and get upfield across the 50 into Troup Tiger territory down to the 46-yard line.
Quickly back up to the line of scrimmage they go. Wing left, slot to the right. And they ride the man inside. The quarterback's going to keep it. Pass gets to the outside, turns up the field at the 40 to the 35-yard line before he's brought down.
Good job that time by passes. He ran that zone read option, faked the ball to his tailback up the middle of the field, and the Troup Tigers collapsed inside, and Pass was able to use his speed and get around the corner on the left side. Picked up another first down for Carver as they move a little deeper into Troup Tiger territory down at the 33-yard line.
Tall kid, moves well. The play's whistle dead.
Tigers going to take a timeout, Jack. Troup Tigers.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. This time it's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff. Remind you to take time out to remind your kids not to text and drive. 4:05 left to in the first. 7-7 right here on Eagle Sports.
To home with 3 branches in LaGrange, closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you, local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
SalaryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
4:05 left to go in this first quarter of play. 7-7 is your score. Carver scoring on their first play from scrimmage after we muff a kickoff. And then we come all the way back with an 83-yard drive to tie it up 7-7. Now Carver with the ball in Troup tie territory. Put a man in motion from this near side. Going to hand the ball off to him, going around that left. But they get to the outside once again. Cut up to the 25, to the 20. Finally knocked down inside the 20, about the 17.
Carver Tigers ran that speed sweep to the right side or the far side toward their bench that time. Number 18, Us Beasley, took that snap and used his speed to get around the corner there. And Tigers were able to run him down, but not after he got down near the 15-yard line. Ball's going to be marked at the 16, first down and 10, Carver.
Last night we did the Callaway game. One of the things the Callaway defense did so well was to be able to have that contained. They didn't let the man get to the outside. Tigers struggling with that so far tonight as they find a nice hole in the middle. Carver going to get all the way down inside the 10 to the 6.
Number 8, Jacoby Cunningham, found a lot of room up the middle of the field that time. He was tackled by number 23, Macinta Stafford, for Troup High School, but only after he got good yardage on first down. The ball's going to be marked, Jack, looks like just outside the 5, between the 5 and the 6.
Pass. Will take the snap, hand the ball off to his tailback. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. He basically gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brings up second down and goal.
Good job by Austin Carter from his linebacker position. Also, number 28 in there for Troup High School did a good job. Darryl Crawl.
Back to the line of scrimmage. So quick do they come back. Pass. Will take the ball himself. Heads to the outside, and he's going to go into the end zone untouched. We just can't contain him right there, so they put 6 more on the board.
Yeah, good drive by Carver that time. Pass just took the snap, and the big line was able to seal the left side of the Carver line. Pass ran a sweep around the left side toward the Troup Tiger bench. Took it in for the go-ahead touchdown for Carver High School. And your score now with 3:06 to go in the first quarter. Carver 13, Troup 7 with the extra point to follow.
So they make their way onto the field. Number 48 for Carver is their kicker. Don't have his name. I'm sure he's a fine young man. Snap, hold, kick is up. A little bit of a line drive, but it goes through there. So Carver answers 14-7 with 3:06 right here on Eagle Sports.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Go back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Tony Walls live here from Callaway Stadium. 14-7 your score in favor of the Carver Tigers. And a nice drive by Carver, kind of mistake-free. Does a good job of bringing the ball down the field. Juwan Pass, he's everything that he was advertised to be. He runs the ball well, throws the ball well, a lot of poise back there in the backfield.
Well, he's a big kid and a good athlete. He's, as we said, he committed to the University of Louisville. So right now, Troup Tigers got to take it and answer that touchdown drive with one of their own.
Well, I'll be happy that we fielded it up to the 15, looking for some room to the 20. We're going to go down there, so that's where the Tigers will have it, 1st and 10 from the 20.
Cameron Russell took that kick off and brought it back up the field. Right as he made his cut up the 20-yard line, his feet went out from under him, and that's where the Tigers are going to mark the ball, and that's where they'll start this offensive possession with 2:59 to go. Ball's going to be marked exactly on the 20, Jack.
This is the 4th time the Tigers have had the ball. Actually, it's just 3rd drive because they fumbled on the kickoff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th possession change of the ball game. Shealy takes the snap, goes to his left. Bonner breaks across the first line, gets across the 20 to the 22, brings up 2nd and 8.
Mess Bonner followed his lineman on the left side that time. It got just across the 20. Jack might have picked up a yard. They're going to give him a yard, so that brings up 2nd down and 9.
I was being optimistic. Shealy will have Bonner to his left. Slot receiver to his left as well. Takes it, fakes the handoff. He's going to run right up the middle of the field. Gets back across the line of scrimmage, and not a whole lot more there. So just a little bit of a quarterback draw on the fake.
Yeah, he went up the middle of the field that time behind his big center there, number 52, Jeremy Sanders. And play gained about 2 yards. Jack brings up 3rd down now, about 7, I would think. Ball out near the 24-yard line.
Tigers taking their time. Let some time run off this play clock as well. 17 seconds left. Takes the snap, looking, throws the ball quickly, complete across the middle of the field, and I think he's got the 1st down.
A little quick slant out here by number 18, Tremaine Tolbert. Shealy put it right on his numbers just in front of the defensive back. Get the Tigers a big 1st down. Get another chance to continue this drive. Again, we mentioned a good job up front by the offensive line, number 55, Hudson Newton at center. Reading those numbers down there, Jack, that's number 70. I don't have his name. Number
60 is down there as well.
Number 56, Cole Pike from
73.
And number 60 for the Tigers. Again, I got to get my roster updated, Jack. They're messing with me. Gabe Dowd, number 73, also crossed that line. So the offensive line doing a good job for the Troup Tigers, giving Sheely a lane to throw in. And, Jack, last couple of weeks, Dexter has shown he can throw the football.
Yes, he can.
And the Tigers have been able to make some plays, and his arm has really
he's throwing the rope out there. There's no loft to that ball at all.
He's done a good job.
Sheely will take the snap. Back at the pass, looking, throws it. Again, another beautiful pass to the 40, up the field to the 45, dragged out of bounds right there at the 45-yard line.
Good catch by Cameron Russell out here on the flat as they drove him out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Jack, I believe that's going to be another first down for the Troup Tigers.
Or as they would say at Creekside, Sandy Creek, first down, Creek. So first down, Tigers.
Get to see those guys in 3 or 4 weeks, don't we, Jack? Sandy Creek.
There'll be a fog coming off the creek back behind there, and
another good throw by Dexter Sheely from the quarterback position, getting the ball. The line's giving him a lot of time. He's able to look over the field and find the open man, and a good catch that time by Cameron Russell.
Carver goes to a 3-man front as they expect this pass. Bonner will go in motion back to the left side. Sheely backs the pass, looking, going to step up and run it himself. He misses one to the 45, down to the 40. Great job of driving the ball down inside the 40 to the 37.
Good decision that time by number 4, Dexter Sheely, as he dropped back. Everyone was covered. Saw some room up the middle of the field. Picked up good yardage for Troup High School as they get out into Carver territory past the 40. First down and 10 for the Tigers at the Carver 38-yard line.
Carver's going to take a timeout there. They don't like what they're seeing from the Troup High School Tigers, but we want to remind you that this timeout is brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff. Reminds you to take timeout to remind your kids to say no to drugs. 7-14, the Troup High School Tigers are trailing the Carver Tigers, but they're driving right here on Eagle Sports.
You can eat catfish, which along with their stew is famous throughout the region, and they proudly serve only U.S. farm-raised catfish. Dine in or use their convenient drive-thru, Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange. Come join the crowd at Rogers Barbecue.
Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
I'll tell you what happens when you have a ball game like this. A lot of the balls being passed around is you have a long first quarter. This has been a 30-minute first quarter of play so far.
Well, you had both teams really airing the ball out. Jackson, a lot of completions, but a couple of incompletions, so that slowed the quarter down. But, again, a good drive by Troup High School as they try to answer Carver.
Bonner will go out into the flats. Going to flare it out to him. He catches it. He's at the 40, makes a step. A nice spin move to the 35, down to the 30. And he just made him miss and picked up the great yardage down the field.
He's really good in the open field, Jack. That's the second time he's ran that little swing pass over there to the left, one-on-one with the linebacker out there. That's number 42, R.J. Cummings. Did a really good job to shake and bake and got upfield for close to another first down, Jack. It looks like
just short.
Might be a little bit short, but the ball's inside the 30 at the Carver 29.
Tigers looking to the sideline to get their play.
Yeah, going to bring up second down and 1, Jack.
Gain of 9, second down and 1.
They whistle the play in, and here we go. Taking their time down the field, play clock down to 18. And, really, you think about it, it's not such a bad idea to run some time off the clock, especially if you got a nice drive going here. Second and 1 for the Tigers. Sheely still doesn't like what he's getting from the sideline.
Going to have to hurry, Jack. Might have to get a timeout here. I don't know if they're going to get it off.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, I think
Coach Gerson calls a timeout from the sideline. So you're exactly right. The time was clicking down. Did not need a penalty there, so they do burn the timeout. 33 seconds left to go. We got 14-7 is your score. Let's take another timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff. Reminds you to take timeout to remind your kids not to text and drive on Eagle Sports.
Ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
And staff are that team. Listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.csoe.com. SouthernOrthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Timeout called to keep us from getting a penalty for delay of game. Tigers back on the field now. Everybody's back in sync. Know we're going to run. Shealy will put Travis Johnson to the wing to the left of him. Backs up, turns around, hands the ball to his tailback who's going to get hit and driven back. A little bit of a busted play there.
Good job that time by the Carver defensive front. That's one of the only times they've slowed the Tigers down. As you said, Jack, instead of trying to pound it up in the front, the Tigers trying to mix in a run every now and just to keep them honest, and that time the Carver Tigers had an answer. Play actually lost a yard. Jack, they're going to back it up to the 30, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 as we're going to come to the end of the first quarter here, Jack, finally.
Actually, the clock is – they're going to let it run down?
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah.
So 7-14 is your score. They'll flip the field, and we'll come back in just a moment to give you the second quarter. We'll see if it lasts 30 minutes. We may be here till 11 o'clock tonight. You just never know. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Do you know what your house is worth? Yeah, you can look it up on the internet, but that's a general value. To really know the right value for your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson, because when you know, then you can decide if you're ready to sell and at the right price. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you need to sell your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard. Everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Tigers have flipped the field. They're driving right to left now on your radio dial. And Shealy and company, he'll have Bonner to his right, steps up, makes a little change at the line of scrimmage, lets his guys know what's going on. Puts a man in motion from the far side, takes it, going to run a sweep. He's going to just drive through a couple of people, going to have a holding call that's going to bring that back, though.
That came from the referee that time, and you're right, Jack. That's going to be a hold against Troup High School, so that's going to back them up about 10 and bring up 3rd down. Again. We'll see what if Carver may decide not to take that penalty, Jack. I don't know. That's going to bring up 4th down. So, but they're going to back them up 10 yards.
Yeah, that field position is going to mean a lot to them.
Holding on the offense.
So they'll back them up. That's going to get us to the 41, close to the 42-yard line. Just starting the second quarter play, Tigers trailing 7-14 against Carver.
You know, Jack, you may wonder why the Tigers are trying to run a little bit, but they have to at least attempt to run every now and then to keep that Carver defensive line honest so that they don't tee off on that pass rush.
And well, also, Carver's gone from the 4-man front they had earlier to a 3-man front, so there's a little bit more opportunity. They step a couple of outside linebackers coming in. They're bringing the house. Throw across, and it's going to be caught, but immediately dropped by Chance Hill. Makes the catch, and he's brought down immediately. Brings up 4th down, ball resting on the 36.
Again, a good throw by Shealy. Put it right on the numbers. Only picked up a short 4 there, so 4th down, as you said, 4th and 6. So let's see what the Tigers can come up with here.
Bonner and Shealy look to the sideline to get their call. Slot to this near side. Twins to the top as well. And that play's going to be whistled dead. Timeout's called by Carver this time. So they didn't like what they saw for the Troup High School Tigers as they were looking at 4th down and long to try to get a 1st down to keep this drive going. Let's take a quick break. We come back. Lots more here from this timeout's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to take time out to remind your kids to say no to drugs. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Up to $1 million. The 2015 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today, or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Moore and Tony Walls bringing you all the action here from Callaway Stadium. 10:58 left to go in this first half of play. 7-14 your score. The Troup High School Tigers trailing right now. Looking at fourth down and 8. And an attainable first down. They've done a good job several times in picking up some good yardage down the field. Let's see what happens here. Shealy, long snap count. Tries to draw him off, get a little bit closer. Doesn't work. Going to step up, make the play call change. And we have
a delay of game on Troup High, which is not, I think the Tigers, they had planned that, Jack. 4th and 8. Tigers tried to draw Carver offsides, maybe with a long count.
Yep.
So really a 5-yard delay of game is not going to hurt them too much. They just bring on Michael Young, and now they'll punt it away and play the field position game. Like that call, Jack. Good job by Coach Gleason and his staff that time.
Reset the play clock. And we'll punt it away. He'll be punting on the other side of the 50, back about the 46-yard line. Young takes it, nice snap, steps up, gets the ball off, hangs it high. Tigers going to try to get down to it. It takes, a bounce that's going to help out Carver. They'll bring it out to the 20, and that's where they'll have it 1st and 10.
Good punt by Michael Young. Probably like to have a little more directional kick that time, but the ball took a Carver Tiger bounce and bounced into the end zone. So that'll bring the ball out to the 20, and that's where the Carver Tigers set up shop on their next possession.
So Carver, with their first possession of this second quarter of play, takes the ball from the 20.
You know, Jack, we talked about one of the keys to the game tonight was the fact we felt like if Troup could have some success and feel some positive vibes, they would be able to stay in this game. And they've certainly done much more than that as they're only down by 7 right here now. But this is a big stand for the Troup defense. It's important to keep Carver off the scoreboard right here on this drive.
Give them to punt the ball back to us. Low snap, movement.
Yeah, it looks like Carver moved a little bit quick, Jack. So that's going to back the Carver Tigers up 5 yards. So good start on this possession for the Troup Tiger defense. So that brings up 1st and 15.
Well, that's a big help right there. Here they go. Back to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the top, twins to the left, single back in the backfield. He's a little dude. That's little number 7. We've called his number several times so far in Cameron Jesse. And Jesse is so fast, he goes right through the line of scrimmage, and he's gone. One handoff, and he's flying down the field to the 30, 20. We dive at him, and he's going to go down. Well, actually, we catch up to him down at the 3.
Quick trap that time. Well, we've got one official signaling touchdown, and we got one marking him down on the 2. So I don't think it's a touchdown. I think they actually. Yeah, they finally caught him on the 2-yard line. But good hustle by the Tigers. But number 7 that time, you mentioned Jesse. Quick trap up the middle of the field, and Jack, he was gone once he got in the secondary. Good hustle by the Tigers there as they hustle down to try to keep him out of the end zone. And they do exactly that. But it's 1st and goal now for Carver on the Troup High School 2-yard line.
Wow, that's not what you want at all. Carver, that quick little, the other quick back there in the backfield is Jacoby Cunningham. They put a man in motion. Going to hand the ball to Cunningham. Cunningham going to go to the corner, cuts up inside, and a big hit and a flag down. It's going to keep him out of the end zone.
That came from the referee, Jack. He is going to be marked short, but it's going to be a holding against Carver.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to back him up 10 yards, Jack. Break for the Tigers there.
And the little tailback, Jacoby Cunningham, he's 5'7", 155, and he's a little shaken up after that play.
Well, he put that head down and he ran into Austin Carter, I believe, down there near the goal line. So the penalty's going to back the ball up just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. So that's going to bring up 1st and goal again for Carver. Only this time it'll be back at the 11-yard line.
Carver with 2 penalties so far in this second quarter of play. Now the Tigers still have an opportunity to hold them out. 1st and goal from the 11. Takes the handoff. It's going to be pass. Who's going to go into the end zone untouched. Everybody was looking for the tailback to take the ball, and pass is gone into the end zone.
But, you know, Jack, that's such a tough play to defend. Pass can do so many things. He can beat you with his arm. He can beat you with his legs, and it's really tough to defend that play. Again, just that zone read that you see so much in college football now. faked it up the middle of the field and kept the ball around the left side and took it in untouched for the third Carver touchdown of the night, and that puts Carver up by a score of 20-7 with the extra point to follow and 9:55 to go here in the second quarter.
You know, two big plays really the difference in this ball game. A kickoff return that we muffed. Snap, hold, kick is up. And he just does get that over the uprights. Real low kick.
Doesn't have to be pretty, Jack, as long as it goes through there, doesn't it?
Yep. So 21-7 with 9:55 left to go. We'll talk more about that last play in just a moment as we return to Callaway Stadium right here on Eagle Sports.
Synovus Bank is here. And here, well, it's here in LaGrange, Georgia. Here is where the food tastes better and the air breathes like home. Here is the place that gets better because every generation leaves it better than they found it. Here is where Synovus helps people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understands what it means to be from here. Synovus, the bank of here, serving you locally as Commercial Bank and Trust. Banking products provided by division of Synovus Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
So a tough one there for the Troup High School Tigers. They give a little seam on the left side to the very fast tailback for Carver. Then he's gone all the way down to the 3. They have a penalty, brings it back to the 11, and then the big quarterback, Jawan Pass, takes it on the left side and picks up the touchdown on an 11-yard run.
And, you know, Jack, what we want to see on this is can Troup High School answer that long touchdown run? Hopefully they can.
We get the ball at the 20, back up the middle of the field to the 30, 35, 40. Running over, folks, across the 40 to the, they got about the 44?
About the 44, yeah. Tremaine Tolbert fielded that ball. It was a short kick. He fielded the ball on about his 25, made a move to his left, brought the ball out past the 40, as you said, Jack, to the 43, actually. So good field position for Troup High School as they begin this drive.
So their second time with the ball in this second quarter of play. 9:45 left to go. 21-7 in favor of Carver right now on this homecoming for the Troup High School Tigers. Crowd really coming in, and a lot of folks making their way up into the stands. Here goes Sheely. He'll call for it. Back up to pass. Looking. Got a guy in his face. Has to run the ball. Steps up. Spins. They grab him by his jersey. He gets up to the 45-yard line. Brings up second down.
Good job that time. Another good decision by Sheely. Nobody open downfield. Really didn't have anything to do, so he kept it, got what he could. Only got about a yard, but it is a positive play. Brings up second down and 9.
He's stretching it out a little bit. That leg pulled down a little bit. Tough one for him. He was hit and had a nice spin move, but really only got him about a yard upward motion. Sheila put Bonner to his right, moving. He'll step up in the pocket again, have to run the ball. Gets it across the 45 to the 50, short of the first down, brings up third.
And you know, Jack, Sheila can make some things happen with his feet, too, also. When he doesn't see anything open, he puts a lot of pressure on a defense. That time he did the same thing. He looked downfield, nobody was open, kept it, and got the ball out near midfield, brings up third down at about 3.
He needed a little bit more time in that pocket. I think he had a couple of guys getting open, but it collapsed a little bit too quick on him. Everybody looking over to this near side, finding out what they want to do. It'll be Cameron Russell in the slot to this near side. Haven't seen him call to run the ball too much tonight. Mess Bonner will be in the backfield, put a man in motion coming back this side. Little cross buck there. Hand the ball off to Bonner. Bonner fighting. He's going to be just short of the first down, I think.
Good job that time by the Carver linebacker, number 42, R.J. Cummings, a junior, 6'1", 220, as he stepped in and filled that hole and held that play to a short gain. Brings up third down now, Jack, and fourth down now. And Tigers are trying to determine where they want to go for it here now, right at midfield.
I'm watching Sheely, and his body language says, let me go, Coach. Let us try to get this first down.
Well, you know, Jack, it's not necessarily the defense has had a little trouble stopping Carver. You definitely don't want to give them the ball back to him right now. So hopefully they can get this fourth down. Maybe a hard count, maybe draw Carver off.
Sheely takes it. Steps to the right. Cameron Russell will be the ball carrier. He picks up the first down.
Good job that time on the right side of the offensive line as those big guys were able to open up some just a tiny crack over there, and Cameron was able to sneak through it for the first down. Gets the ball down into Carver territory. They're going to mark it on the Carver 47-yard line. Good job that time by the right side of that offensive line.
So fourth down conversion off the feet of Cameron Russell. You know, there's been a lot of highlights in this ball game, Tony. You know, we've seen the Tigers do a lot of really neat things tonight. Gonna fake the handoff, back to pass, swinging it out, complete to the 45, up-ended there. He'll get to the 44-yard line.
Good job that time by Troup High School. A good play action pass there that snuck Travis Johnson out into the flat on this side. Shealy just dumped the ball out there to him, and he was able to really, it looked like it was going a lot farther, if not for a good open field tackle out there that time by number 13 for Carver. And on the corner, Jacoby Hatchett really kept that play from really going farther than it should have. But play picked up positive yards, picked up about 3, so that's going to bring up second down and about 7.
Cameron goes back to the slot. Miss Bonner comes back in the backfield. Shealy will address his line, steps up, looking for the shotgun snap. Backs up to pass. Throws it across the middle of the field, tipped, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Trying to go back again. Let's see, was that Travis Johnson? I think?
Tried to fit that one in between the linebackers that time. Really put the ball on Travis's numbers, but a good hit that time from the linebacker right there. Broke that play up. So pass falls incomplete, brings up third down in about 7, Jack.
Guys looking to the sideline. They get their call from their offensive coordinator. And back to the line of scrimmage they go. Twins left, Twins right. Bonner, the lone back of the backfield, along with his quarterback, Dexter Shealy. Shealy puts Cameron Russell in motion. Going to hand the ball off to Miss Bonner. Bonner fights inside, gets to the 35, to the 30. Still on his feet, he's gone. 5, 10, touchdown Tigers!
You know, Miss Bonner can really make people miss, Jack. He is really running with some authority tonight. And let's give credit again to that right side of that offensive line. They opened up a big hole over there. Mess made a good, very, very powerful run. Had a couple of people miss some tackles, and he took it to the distance to bring the Tigers back to within one score at 21-13 now with the extra point to follow.
Still a ball game, that's for sure. So waiting for the extra point. It'll be Michael Young set to do the kicking. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 6:29 left to go in the first half of play, 21-14 your score. Troup High School Tigers fighting back right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So the Tigers answer the other Tigers, and they're now trailing just by a touchdown, 21-14 with 6:29 left to go in this first half.
And, Jack, that's exactly what Troup High School needed. They were able to answer that touchdown. Mess Bonner, the offensive line, doing the bulk of the work there as he took it about 50 yards for the score. And to get the Troup Tigers right back in this ball game now, only down by one score, 21-14 with 6:29 to go. And, Jack, a good job on that extra point by the young holder, number 81, Brantley Robinson. The snap was a little bit off, and he was able to reel it in, and Michael Young was able to punch it through.
He kicks it to the 20. They had a nice wall making their way up the field. Got a seam in the middle. We're going to bring him down across the 50, but a nice return for the Carver Tigers.
Good tackle that time by Troup High School by number 34. That's Dre Flagg. Touchdown saving tackle really is Carver. Carver brought that ball out across the 50s. Great field position again for Carver. And the Troup Tiger defense with their backs against the wall again. They really need to stop this time, Jack. Carver's going to set up shop in Troup High territory at the Troup High 46-yard line.
Couple of scores real quick. Whitewater and Eagles Landing, a no score in that one. Fayette County leading Central of Carroll 7-0 in the first quarter. Carrollton leading North Hall 7-3. And then Woodward Academy way over Clarkston 30-0 in the second quarter. Here comes Carver. They're going to hand the ball off to the tailback, go around the left side. He makes one of us miss. Gets all the way down to the 35 before he goes out of bounds. They may mark him short of the 35.
Little speed sweep that time to the far side of the field, number 8 for Carver. One of those real quick running backs, Jacoby Cunningham, young sophomore, 5'7", 155. Really quick feet, gets the ball out for about 9 yards. Jack brings up second down and 1 for Carver.
Carver, again, great field position for this drive that they got here. Hand the ball off in the line and just running behind the blockers, getting all the way to the 30.
Carver's big offensive line, Jack. Now they're back in the hurry up as Carver moves back to the ball now. Carver's big offensive line really creating reestablishing the offensive line over in the Troup Tiger defensive side.
Pass. Takes it, hands the ball off in the middle of the line again. They get 5 yards right off the gut. Down to the 25, still on his feet, short of the 20. Very similar to the Mess Bonner run just a little bit ago.
That's their other quick running back, tailback, number 7, Cameron Jesse. And again, Carver back to the line quickly, Jack, as they've got some momentum now. Second down and about 2. Ball inside the 25-yard line into 23.
Watching that front line of the Tigers, they bring it down to about a 6-man front as they've done nothing but run the ball in this series. Turn and they do it again. They're going to hit him short of the 20. Just short of that first down, I think.
Good job by the Tiger defense that time. They really were able to get some penetration there. Number 22, Ethan Hunt, from his defensive end position, really held that play to no gain, Jack. So that brings up third down now and about 1 yard to go for another Carver first down.
Big Hudson Newton coming into the ball game, usually on the offensive line. He's down that defensive front right now. Pass will take the shotgun snap. Actually, that play's going to be whistled dead. Got some motion. They got the wide out on the far side, number 17. Javante Martin is called with movement.
There's a big break for the Tigers. The Troup Tigers are going to back the ball up now about 5 yards instead of 3rd and 3 now. Jack, you're going to have 3rd and 8. So that could affect the play call. And again, this is where pass can really, really be dangerous. So hard to defend with his arm and his legs.
So here they come. Wing to this near side. Pass takes the shotgun. He's going to pass the ball. Swings it out to the little tailback at the 30. He's up to the 25. Down the line. Cuts back at the 10. He's hit and spins around. Goes down inside the 10, right near the 5-yard line.
Nice little swing pass that time from Jawan Pass to number 8 out there in the flat. Jacoby Cunningham, he took it upfield and picked up a first down and going to mark him out of bounds right near the 5-yard line, Jack. That's going to bring up first down and goal for the Carver Tigers.
Quickly back to the line. Here comes Carver again. It's going to be the little tailback again who's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown for Carver.
Number 7 that time, Cameron Jesse, was able to score his second touchdown of the night behind that really big offensive line, Jack. They just really overpowered the Troup Tiger defensive front that time. As you mentioned, Hudson Newton in there trying to add a little beef so they can stand up to those big guys. But Carver's offensive line really responsible for that touchdown right there as they answer Troup High's touchdown and go up by a score of 27-14. With the extra point to follow and 4:29 to go until halftime.
Well, think about it. We had, over 80 points scored last year between these two teams they took on each other. So this ball game's definitely not over yet. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:29 left to go, 28-14 is your score. Carver over Troup right here on Eagle Sports.
What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call the Mallory Agency today or check them out on Facebook or on the web at MalloryAgency.com.
We've got you covered. Calumet Bank. Same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football, trailing now 28-14. A lot of offense in this ball game.
You know, Jack, we mentioned last year's game was 43-41, and we didn't think we'd see that kind of offense, but it looks like it's headed that way. Good ball game so far.
The Tigers have a very honorable showing so far in this ball game.
They've done a good job, Jack, moving the football against a really big defense, and as you said, a good job of play calling by the coaching staff, and a good job of competing by the Tigers.
15 to the 20 to the 30. Fighting away to the 35-yard. Nice return. About a 25-yard return for the Tigers. And they'll have the ball there first and 10.
Travis Johnson again that time fielded the ball down near his 15-yard line, brought it all the way out past the 30. They're going to mark it, Jack, looks like about the 36-yard line, Troup High 36-yard line, so that's where the Tigers will start this drive. And, again, they have to answer a touchdown drive by the Carver Tigers. So let's see if they can continue that good offensive play so far in the first half.
Troup High Tigers come back onto the field from the far side. It'll be Sheely and Bonner. We've seen them all night together in that backfield. Getting ready here. They'll put a man in motion back to this near side. High snap. Going to hand the ball to Bonner. Bonner goes up to the line of scrimmage, does not like what he sees, and then backs up.
Good penetration that time from Carver from the defensive end position. That's number 59 for Carver. Sophomore Andrew Ogletree, 6'3", 270. So the lineage continues at Carver as they continue to run these big athletic kids in. And, Jack, not only are they big, but they're very athletic, as we said. So a good job that time by Carver along the defensive front. Brings up second down now and about 12 for Troup High School.
Waiting for the shotgun snap. Takes it. Hands the ball off again to the tailback Bonner. And they're just keying on him. Wherever he goes, there's 4 guys from Carver that are following him.
Good penetration that time again by number 92, Emmanuel Reed. Mess really had nowhere to go as the defensive linemen were able to hold their gaps. And Troup High School was not able to move them off the line, so that play also lost a couple of yards, Jack. The Tigers going the wrong way now, ball back at their own 32-yard line, third down and about 14.
Guys back to the line of scrimmage. Shealy checks his line, backs up, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps the ball, throws it down, way down. He's got a man wide open down the field. Can he get to it? He does! He makes the catch down to the 25. No! They're going to wave it off and say that he did not have it.
Boy, I tell you what, Jack, that was great effort by young Cameron Russell. He laid out with everything he had. Really did a great job that time. I tell you what, looks like the officials were right there, and they said the ball hit the ground and it was incomplete. But, boy, what a great throw and a great catch out there that time. But, again, Jack, the ball was behind us. We couldn't tell whether the ball actually hit the ground or not, but the officials were right there. They had 2 officials waving it off. So, but, boy, that was a great play. The Tigers just an inch away there from taking that into the house, Jack.
Oh, man. And coaching staff very, very upset about that call. As are these fans.
That was almost one Jack you want to let him have for the effort. You know, boy, he really laid out and really extended. Cameron Russell's not a big guy, but he gave it everything he had, turned on the Jets, and almost made a spectacular catch.
It was all by himself back there in the secondary.
Great play call that time by the Tiger coaching staff. Great execution by the kids.
Young steps up, kicks a high ball. He's under pressure. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. And a lot of frustration on these Troup High School Tigers right now, and these fans as well, because it looked like we got a big first down to around the 25-yard line as Cameron Russell completely extended his body, had the ball in his hands, but they're going to say that it touched the ground as he went down. Love to see a replay on that one.
You know, Jack, those are the things that sometimes when things are going against you, you don't get those calls. But you know, again, the play was looking down on the play. We couldn't really tell from our angle, and the officials were right there on it. They called it incomplete. So, you know, a tough break for the Tigers. Good execution. Just weren't quite able to make a play, and they had to punt the ball back to Carver High School now.
So this Tiger defense has trips to this near side they're looking at. Quarterback pass all by himself in the backfield. Throws it to the far side. We miss him. He's going to pop to the outside, back in to the 30. 25, going to be a holding call that'll bring this back. He'll take it down inside the 10, going to the end zone, but I think they're going to bring that back. It will not be a touchdown.
Yeah, they're going to have a hold out here around the 25. They got 2 flags down. Jack, looks like it might be 2 holds on one of the wide receivers blocking for Carver that time as they ran that little hitch pass on the left side of the field, had 3 blockers out in front, and they took it to the house for a touchdown, but they will bring that back for a hold.
Going back to the earlier conversation we had, Carver is in LaGrange Region 1, which includes Carver of Columbus, Hardaway, Harris County, LaGrange, north side of Columbus, and Shaw.
Okay.
So it's basically a whole lot of folks from Columbus and and LaGrange High School.
Right. I couldn't remember what region they were in. I know they had moved up to 5A. But they'll have, there's some teams in 5. You know, you look at what LaGrange is able to do in Harris County. They'll certainly give Carver a test, as the Tigers are doing tonight. Tigers not out of this ball game by any means.
Not at all.
2:38 to go here till halftime. Big series for both teams here, though, Jack.
Carver hands the ball to the little tailback, number 7. That's Cameron Jesse. He finds his way across the 45 down inside the 40.
Again, Jack, the big offensive line for Carver starting to lean on our kids at Troup High. Those small backs just hide behind those guys. They're hard to find. They're getting 5-6 yards every time.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage goes Carver. Turn, handoff, run the same play again. This time we stand him up as he gets to the 35-yard line, just short of the first down. Unless they may mark him at the first down.
You know, Jack, he got real near he got almost across the 35, and that's where he had to go for the first down. But it looks like they're going to put the nose of the football right on the 35
Just
and
short.
bring up third down in less than a yard.
Minute 56 left to go as the band getting ready for the halftime festivities, making their way down the field. Minute 46 left to go in this first half of play. We'll have all that coverage. We'll let you know what's going on with the homecoming. And the handoff goes to the little tailback, number 8. Man, he's fast. Jacoby Cunningham down the left side, inside the 15-yard line, short of the 10.
Really quick feet for that young man, Jack, like a little water bug as he goes around that side over there, ducking and darting and really doing a good job keeping those feet moving, and touchdown-saving tackle over there that time for the Tigers out there. I believe that's number 12 from his defensive end position over there.
Dexter Baker,
yeah, did a good job. So first and goal just around the 10-yard line for Carver.
Handoff, he gets to the 10. Actually, I think he can actually get a first down inside the 3.
You're right, Jack. The ball was marked on the 12-yard line. I thought they had him inside the 10, but they can actually get a first down near the 2-yard line. Clock's running down with 1:10 to go.
It's our friend right now, and he let it to run all the way down.
And does Carver get the second half kickoff, Jack?
They do.
Isn't that right? Really important for the Troup Tigers to make a defensive stand here, Jack.
There's the snap.
Carver's going to move early, so that'll help the Troup Tigers. That'll back the ball up about 5 yards.
You're looking down at that front line for Carver. Big number 66, Damian Cromwell. He's a senior, 5'8", 325 pounds, right there in the middle of that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there's mass galore down there, Jack, with that big offensive line. So clock's running again now with Carver. Carver has one timeout, I believe, and so does Troup Tigers. So let's see what they come up with here.
And they're going to be offsides again.
It's going to be another motion penalty against Carver.
Little tailback Jesse moved before the ball was snapped. Keep on backing them up.
So the Carver Tigers shooting themselves in the foot here, and the Troup Tigers will certainly take it. 44 seconds to go here till halftime. Troup down by a score of 28-14, and doing their best to keep Carver out of that end zone this time.
Ball resting down the 20. He's going back up the pass, looking through a little screen pass. Actually just throws it in the ground.
Good job that time by a Troup High School. Number 28, I believe that may be Mr. Flagg. No, Darryl Craw from his right outside linebacker position really diagnosed that screen very well and passed. Did the smart thing, threw it in the ground to stop the clock, saved the timeout, still has 32 seconds to go till halftime.
28-14 your score. Tigers trailing right now. Empty backfield for the quarterback. He's flushed out of the pocket, looking, throws it downfield, has a man in the end zone who catches it. That's a touchdown for the Carver Tigers.
You know, Jack, he just flicked that ball 35 yards with his wrist. Really made a great throw. Big, strong kid. We got a flag down back here. Looks like it's going to be roughing the passer against Troup High School. But, boy, he really threw a dart there into the end zone for the touchdown. Good job by passing the offense that time. But Tigers unable to keep Carver out of the end zone. That's a big score, Jack, right before halftime.
Yeah, it really is.
Put Carver up by a score of 34-14. Extra point to follow. And as we said, Carver will receive the second half kickoff.
You know, ebb and flow of the ball game. We were answering back. They answered us. We answered back, and then we don't answer. Then they get another touchdown. We come back, get within one score, and now we're down by 3 scores, 34-14. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. So 25 seconds left to go in this first half. Tigers trailing by a score of 35-14 right here on Eagle Sports.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy.
To a healthier way of life. That's why West Georgia Health has expanded to bring top-ranked medical expertise and specialized services closer to home. From the most advanced technologies to a strong vision for the future, we're connecting together.
So healthy together.
For one very good reason, your health. West Georgia.
To Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. We're just talking in the break. Earlier this season, Northgate came and provided a real tough ball game for the Troup High School Tigers. But, that was a team that didn't quite have the girth that this team does. They're just a little bit faster, it seemed.
Well, and I didn't see the North. That's what I was asking you. I didn't see the Northgate game, but the girth is obviously on the offensive and defensive lines. But boy, Carver really displays some really impressive scat backs for that in their arsenal of weapons.
So here comes Carver. They had a roughing the passer. They'll kick the ball off, and they'll put it all the way down to the 5. We bring it up from there, around the right side. Find a hole in the middle to the 20, and they're going to stop us right there at the 20-yard line. 17 seconds will be left to go in this first quarter.
Good return by Cameron Russell that time from inside his 5. Got the ball back out to the 20 where he was hit hard, and he got up a little slow. Cameron may still be trying to recover from that where he laid out earlier in that game, and almost came up with that would have been a Sports Center top 10 highlight catch.
That
definitely
one of the ones
that
you
was
want to
really
talk about later on.
Incredible.
So the coaching staff talked to the guys, getting them up as we're getting ready to go into halftime. Don't forget, we do have your halftime festivities, all of the information about the exciting homecoming. We'll be broadcasting a lot of that. We'll just kind of let you hear that. We'll intersperse our comments about the first half of play as well, but we'll let you hear a lot of the things that are going on here at the stadium so that you'll know what's happening here.
Carver's going to take a timeout, Jack. Well, you can't take it to the halftime with you, so.
Well, and also I think they saw the Tigers running a couple of things in and out on this.
And they may be one man short on defense too, Jack. I don't see. Yeah, they only had 10 men on the field, so they're one short on defense. So that's why they call timeout.
Yeah, that's 16 seconds, still very important. 30 seconds back to the station right here on Eagle Sport.
Do you want to buy a house? No, wait. Do you want to buy a home? You can search the internet for houses, but to find your home, you need RE/MAX results agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find a place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you're ready or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX result agent Hilton Swanson today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back as we're getting ready to end things, but the Tigers going to try to get a little drive here. Quick pass, and we're going to go out of bounds right after that. 11 seconds left to go. Play clock begins. Tigers step up, getting ready to go. And they're going to jump off sides and give us 5 more yards. Big old 99 comes across the line. And
yeah, once
can't hide.
No, well, once he gets going, he's not going to stop either, Jack. He gets
6'4", 340.
Yeah, that's he's a pretty good sized young man, and he's a space eater, as they say. He occupies 2 or 3 blockers on every play. So. That's his function on that team.
Yep. So Shealy with a fresh set of downs, but not a lot of time. Backs up the pass. Looking, has a man in his face, rolls to his right, keeps the play alive. Looking downfield, throws it. Just a quick out. We're going to get out of bounds. Did they stop the clock? 1 second, 1.7 seconds. We do stop the clock, or we're on the far side.
Another good throw that time by Shealy. Good closing speed by the defensive back from Carver, but good catch over there by number 17 for the Tigers. I believe that young man, that's his second catch, Chance Hill.
Yep.
Done a good job tonight. So Tigers have one more play here right before halftime with a minute and one. That's not even a minute. That's 1.7 seconds.
1.7 seconds, yep. 1 play left. Shealy takes it, backs up the pass. 3-man rush in his face. Going to throw the screen. We lose the ball. Falls down, and we need to tackle him. Got a young man running the ball down the field. We finally bring him down, and that'll end the first quarter of play.
Yeah, that's another little swing pass out there. Unfortunately for the Tigers, the ball was fumbled. Number 59, that big sophomore Ogletree picked it up, and I was really excited to see the Tigers tackle him then because we really didn't want him to pick up a fumble and score right here before halftime. And as we head into halftime with your score, Carver 35, Troup 14. Jack, Tigers got some things to correct at halftime.
We'll talk about a lot of that when we come back after this break. We're going to have our halftime festivities, which include our homecoming today. So I invite you to join us as the Troup High School Tigers trailing the Carver Tigers 35-14 at halftime right here on Eagle Sports.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Matt Orr handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state. State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Hi friends, Jesse Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. Will you shop with us? We make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back as the Tiger Marching Band making their way onto the field, getting ready to play the music that will lead us through our halftime festivities. I'll stay with you just for a moment, and when Chance Giddens, our announcer here at the stadium, begins to talk, we'll let you listen to what's going on here at halftime. The Tigers are down 35-14 right now. In fact, we're going to go ahead and take one more break so you can listen to all of the halftime stuff in just a minute, all the exciting things here at homecoming. So quick, one more break. This next spot set back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. I'm going to turn things over to the announcing voice of Chance Giddens, live from the stadium, so you can hear about all of our halftime festivities here at homecoming.
India is the 14-year-old daughter of Latricia James and LaChico Chief. India is a member of the Troup County High School cheerleaders. She enjoys reading, hanging out with friends, and cheering for our Troup High Tigers. Tonight, she is escorted by her godfather, Jamal Reese. Our final freshman representative is LaKenya Martin. LaKenya is the 14-year-old daughter of Keisha Rebel. LaKenya is a cheerleader, runs track, and likes to dance. She also enjoys spending her spare time hanging out with friends and family, modeling, and swimming. This evening, she is being escorted by her stepfather, Theron Troup. We will now crown our freshman princess. Troup High's 2014 homecoming queen, Caitlin Lindsay, will assist with crowning our princesses tonight. Troup County High School's 2015 freshman princess is Miss Caroline Blank. Sophomore representative. Jamaica is the daughter of Margot and James Spears. She enjoys cheering, shopping, hanging out with her friends, and talking on the phone. She is a member of the Troup High Cheerleaders, former member of Junior University, and is presently a member of the Clark Atlanta Educational Talent Search. Jamaica is being escorted by her brother, Quay McQueen. Our second sophomore representative is Zoe Rutledge. Zoe, 15, is the daughter of Heather Davis and Gary Rutledge Jr. She is a former member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, a volunteer at her grandmother's daycare, and she helps out in her community. Zoe enjoys swimming, fashion, riding with the Bug with Bailey, attending Auburn football games, and spending time with her twin brother and sister. She is escorted tonight by her father, Gary Rutledge Jr. Our final sophomore representative is J.C. Wheeler. J.C. is the 15-year-old daughter of Holly and Steve Wheeler. She is a member of DECA, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the Thespian Society, and FBLA. J.C. enjoys theater, singing, dancing, being with friends, and being on the phone. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father, Steve Wheeler. At this time, we will crown our 2015 sophomore princess. Troup High School's sophomore princess is Miss Jamaica Fears. Akia Mitchell, 16, is our first junior representative. Akia is the daughter of Khalifa and Claude Reynolds. She's a member of She's Dope, Troup High School volleyball team, and the dance team. Akia enjoys designing, doing makeup, dancing, spending time with family and friends, and matching with her twin sister, Akaya. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father, Claude Reynolds. Our second junior representative is Nakaya Penn. Nakaya is the 16-year-old daughter of Francesca Penn and William Johnson. She is a member of the Clark Atlanta Educational Talent Search. Nakaya enjoys working, shopping, tweeting, texting, and hanging out with her friends. She is
Texting and hanging out with her friends. We have the juniors right now. We have the seniors coming up in a minute. Let's go ahead and take a break back to the station. We'll give you who's going to win Homecoming 2015 right here on Eagle Sports.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Do you know what your house is worth? Yeah, you can look it up on the internet, but that's a general value. To really know the right value for your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson. Then you can decide if you're ready to sell price. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you need to sell your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
The action continues now with more ball on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and 1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football. Jack Warman, Tony Walls, live here from Callaway Stadium. In the background, you hear the festivities for Homecoming 2015. We've had the freshman, the sophomore, and the junior princesses all announced. So they got the senior representatives coming out on the field now. We'll let you hear a little bit more about them in just a second. But we are here at halftime. Let's talk a little about that first half of play. The first half that started poorly for the Tigers in that they muffed a kick. The Carver gets on it, just outside the 30, inside the 30, excuse me. They go in one play and score. And you think about this team so far this season. They've had some rough times. Could have become very demoralized after that, but instead the Tigers come right back and then they answer.
And Jack, I'm sure Coach Gleason is not going to settle for moral victories, but he's got to be pleased with some of the things that he's seen. In the first half from Troup High School, they've done a good job of competing with Carver, a team that's really physically outmatches them, but they haven't been able to match the effort for the Troup High Tigers. Carver has got some great athletes. They put 35 points on the board, but Troup High has really moved the football, I thought, quite well against Carver.
They
did some good things on offense. Defensively, they've just had a little trouble stopping those big guys. I mean, it's a lot. When you're outmanned and you're out weight or outsized up front, it's tough to stand in there and keep those guys from making yardage. And when you combine that with the really good scat backs that Carver has, and of course Juwan Pass, the things he can do, not only with his arms and legs, but I really feel like Coach Gleason has got to be excited about some of the things that he's seen in the first half, and hopefully he can build on some of those in the second half.
Well, we saw that the Troup Tiger offense realized that they weren't going to get a lot inside. that those big hosses that Carver has. So went to the outside quite a bit in the first quarter. Second quarter, though, we tried to go a little bit more to the run, try to bring Bonner with some traps, some counters, trying to a little misdirection in the backfield, bringing the slot from the outside. But I think Carver really began to read us a little bit better, realized that Bonner was kind of the go-to guy, and wherever he was, that's where they were going to be. They were putting 4 guys on him.
Well, it's a game of adjustments, but again, you and I talked about Dexter Shealy has really done a good job the last 2 weeks throwing the football. He's been decisive. He's made quick decisions. He's put the ball where it needs to be, and I think you'll probably see the Troup High come out in the second half and really try to exploit we won't call it lack of speed, but less speed on the defensive side than the offensive side for Carver. Those little swing passes worked well in the first half. You probably see them go back to that. They had a couple of plays open downfield. I'm sure you'll see those come back in the second half. And again, it's going to be important for the Tigers to play defense and try to hold Carver down a little bit.
Something else you saw the Tigers kind of step away from a little bit. Carver stepped away from it. They went down to a 3-man front. They realized that passing offense that the Troup was implementing was going to get them some extra yards. They dropped back, not necessarily a prevent, but a cover 2. The 2 guys across the back and only a 3-man front, walking up the outside linebackers a little bit every once in a while if they want to run a stunt. Now, they were able to take care of it because they're so big. They handle that inside presence well. But a lot more guys out there, they're getting us on the outside. That's something we have to be able to do, too. And they have been very effective, is getting to the outside.
Right.
They turn the corner well, getting outside the hash marks. And when they get to that corner, upfield 5 to 7 yards quickly.
And they're getting good blocks from their tight ends, their tackles. They're able to seal the edge, and the Tigers have not been able to set the edge, the Troup Tigers. Carver has been able to seal the edge, and the backs have been able to get around those and really untouched until they get into the secondary. But again, Troup High School, they're right there. They're a play or 2 away from being really a lot closer than they are. And so really important, though, Jack, with Carver getting the next second half kickoff. Really, Troup Tigers really need to keep Carver off that scoreboard that first drive of the second half.
You're exactly right. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll let you know who the homecoming queen is for Homecoming 2015 right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making it this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? We've got an agent for that. Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person there to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Matt Orr in LaGrange is that State Farm agent. He's got your back when things go wrong. So call him today at 706-882-0046. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
First down and goal to go. In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach your goals of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from the people you know and trust. Touchdown! Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of Synovus Bank.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back as the Kings and the Queens are all being announced to the last of the King candidates making his way onto the field. He'll reside at the 50. I guess they'll announce the King first and then the Queen probably, since that's really what's the most important thing is the Queen. It's kind of like the groom standing there by the preacher at the wedding, and it's all about the bride coming down the middle. I hate to even think about that with $3. It just kind of freaks me out. But
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for all of these outstanding
Chance Giddens needing something to drink some water over there, as he's been announcing all of these folks. And we're going to let you listen to the stadium announcer, Chance Giddens, as he'll give you the winners now of Homecoming 2015.
Homecoming King. Troup High School's 2015 Senior Homecoming King is Mr. Mess Bonner.
So Mess Bonner is your homecoming king. Done a tremendous job in the whole ball game from the backfield. A lot of yardage he's run up.
And now for our homecoming queen.
Now here comes the queen.
The 2015 homecoming queen second runner-up is Miss Sydney Palmer.
So Sydney Palmer, that's your second runner-up. There with her dad. Very excited that they are. Sash being applied. Play-by-play for a homecoming. You ever seen that before, have you?
Our first runner-up for homecoming queen is Miss Autumn Brown.
So Autumn Brown. She's your first runner-up there. Lovely seafoam dress with her dad. Yes, I said seafoam. That's right. Leave me alone. I've got $3, okay? So I've had to look
I'm
at
I'm not even qualified to make a comment.
High School's 2015 homecoming queen is Miss Courtney Webb.
All right. Very happy young lady. Courtney Webb hugging her dad. She is thrilled.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give all of these outstanding young people another round of applause.
She'll step up and get her crown and her roses, and that'll be an exciting night for her. Miss Bonner, your king. Courtney Webb is your queen. We're going to step away. We'll get ready for the second half of play as the Tigers are trailing 35-14 to Carver right here on Eagle Sports.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. She has them for you. Also, she has bakery items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back, everyone, to Callaway Stadium, where tonight we are at halftime. Troup High Tigers are trailing the Carver Tigers by a score of 35-14 as we wrap up the halftime festivities as we crown a homecoming queen and king here at Callaway Stadium at Troup High School 2015. Got about a minute and 36 seconds to go until kickoff, and I'm joined again by Jack Mormon. And Jack, we talked a little bit about some of the things that the Tigers can build on here for the second half. And again, one of the most important things, I think, Jack, you and I've already said it, the first 3 to 4 minutes of the second half will be really important with Carver getting the football first.
Carver's going to get the football. They're going to look to make a mark, try to put this out of reach for the Troup High School Tigers. But, really, I think if you're a touchdown behind, the ball game is definitely still in play. 2 touchdowns, there's still a chance as well because, we've seen some quick scoring in this first half of play.
That's right.
Carver's done most of it. They've had two big plays. Their little scat back running backs there in the backfield. But, Bonner, going back to the first half, I really wish I had the audio of that because that was one of the most impressive plays I've seen in a long time. Back around the 40-yard line, he takes the ball down inside. He stopped at about the 30 to the 25 after only about a 10-yard gain. But he fights, and his line gets behind him, and they work their way all the way down inside the 10. Just on pure second and third effort all the way down there. And that's really exciting to me because It is, and these are young guys, 16, 17, 18 years old, and it's easy to get demoralized when you're down. When you've got these guys that have Carver, a huge team, a lot of weight that they're putting up against you. When you lean on that for a long time, you get tired. But they're getting tired but not discouraged as they go into the second half.
Well, one of the things about it is competition, Jack, and we always say, anybody can play when you're ahead, but what do you do when you're behind?
Right.
So, and it sounds cliche, and it may be, but football's a lot like when you grow up and get out of school. It's a lot like you got to go to work every day. You got to be there every day. Just because you don't feel good, don't mean you don't go.
Yep.
So that effort right there on that play you talked about, Mess Bonner, that was he just would not go down, and I'm sure that's leading by example.
Yep.
Young kids see that and they want to emulate that, and really. You and I are sitting here looking at it. It's hard for us to describe that unless you saw that in person. It was really an impressive effort by number 11, Mess Bonner.
Well, we're very much hoping that the Tigers will be able to come back and keep this thing close, maybe come away with a victory in this game, in a tight ball game. But at the same time, while there are no moral victories really in football, at the same time there's a lot of things that you can take out of this ball game as you continue to build a program.
Well, and Coach Glisson is looking for those kinds of things. He wants to see who's going to compete, who's going to continue to give effort, no matter what the score and what the conditions. And you learn a lot about your team. Really, you learn more when in adversity than you do really about when things are going well, Jack.
Let's take another quick break. When we come back, we got kickoff on the second half of play right here on Eagle Sports.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Kia.
Hi, friends. Just Lictor here with Kia of LaGrange. Will you shop with us? We make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
Where we're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, second title.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football, and Michael Young is going to step up and just kick a monster into the end zone.
Yeah, he got all of that one, didn't he, Jack?
They did not expect that.
No, all the way to the end zone. Jack, before we go any farther, you and I want to make sure we thank Perry Prather for filling in.
Yes.
We meant to do that last night. Perry, we apologize. Perry helped helped Greg do the game.
The
Northside game, right. And we appreciate his help. He did a fine job at that, too, and we look forward to hearing his golden voice again back on the radio.
The Holmes Pharmacy, a big sponsor of Troup High School football and Callaway football. So if you need something, go over there and see them at Holmes Pharmacy. All right, so here comes Juwan Pass and his offense for the Carver Tigers. There again in the white jerseys with the crimson tops. You kind of like those colors, don't you, Greg?
I'm kind of fond of that crimson color, yeah.
There's the snap. Turns, going to throw a quick out there into the flats to the tailback. He's going to get pushed out near the, I guess he gets over the 25 to about the 27-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds.
Little quick pass out to the right that time by Juwan Pass, and boy, he's really got a good arm, Jack. He flicked that ball out there.
Quick.
Yeah, he really did. Play picked up about 7 yards on first down, brings up second down and 3. Ball's out across the 25 at the 26-yard line.
Started to pull all the stuff down here. I sat on the wires and like to made a big mess there. They're going to get a first down on that next play.
Good job that time by Dre Flagg from his outside linebacker position. Wasn't able to stop the first down as Carver was able to pick up a first down, but Dre stepped in and made the tackle after about a 4-yard gain.
Back to the shotgun set, takes a step, turns, hands the ball off in the line. We're going to wrap him. Actually hit him, but just don't wrap him up. Finally brought down after a gain about 2, second and 8.
Again, Carver just running behind that big offensive line, left and right side. That doesn't seem to be, they don't favor one or the other. They're all about the same. And they probably, I would imagine, Jack, if you looked at their stats, they probably average about 300 pounds across that front. So
easily.
Right now, just leaning on the Tiger defensive line.
Back to pass again is the quarterback pass. Wow. Makes a nice man. Just only person that could catch it is his receiver, number 18 that time.
And he had no choice but to catch that one because he stuck it right between the numbers, right. But boy, that gives you another idea of pass his arm and why they're excited about him at the University of Louisville next year.
Beasley makes the catch, brings it up, ball up to the 50-yard line. Back to pass again is pass, looking lots of time, just tons of time back there. Finally, he's going to be flushed out of the pocket up to the 50, steps upfield to the 45. He'll be short of the first down. He'll pick up about 6, 2nd and 4.
Good job by the Troup Tiger secondary that time. Jack Pass had a lot of time to find somebody open. Tiger secondary did a good job of covering everybody up. Pass again was able to make something positive out of that play. Got forward for about 6 yards down into Tiger territory, and that ball's marked at the 44-yard line of Troup with 10:15 to go here in your third quarter. And Carver up by a score of 35-14 and driving with the opening kickoff of the second half.
Little equipment problem for the Tigers. They get that fixed. Now they're back to the line of scrimmage. Pass has a back to his left, number 22. Going to hand the ball off to him. We're going to miss him in the backfield. He gets up to the 35. Finally brought down right at the 30-yard line.
Boy, they're getting huge chunks of yardage, Jack, on this drive. They ran that little jet sweep to the right that time, and he was able to, again, the big offensive line for Carver was able to seal the edge, and Tigers were not able to set the edge, and play went ahead for about 20 yards down near the 30-yard line. First down and 10 again for Carver.
Yeah, senior running back, number 22, Darius Love, 5'11", 205, running the ball that time. They put a man in motion coming back to this near side. They're going to hand the ball off to him on a sweep coming Brown. Up the field he goes. So fast, makes a nice move. Doesn't go out of bounds. He could have gone out of bounds to the 20. Tiptoes down the line. Gets all the way down to the 6-yard line for a first down and goal for Carver.
That's our buddy Beasley again, Jack. They ran the same play this time, a jet sweep to the left this time instead of to the right. Man came in motion. They handed the ball to him, Beasley. He was able to turn that corner on the left side this time. Got the ball down inside right near the 5-yard line. First down and goal for Carver.
Going to hand the ball off. Oh, he cuts inside with a nice move. Gets to the 2, maybe 3-yard line.
Good job that time by number 35 from his middle linebacker position. Scott Hicks stepped in there and really made a touchdown-saving tackle. Play did gain about a yard, but again, Hicks was able to make the stop outside the goal line that time.
They'll come back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal for the Carver Tigers. Takes the snap, and it's going to be pass, running himself. Tries to get to the corner, turns upfield, and he's going to go into the end zone for another touchdown for the Carver Tigers.
Just a little power sweep to the left that time. The pass took it in. I know that's at least 3 touchdowns for him tonight, Jack. Again, that big offensive line was able to seal that edge, and Juwan Pass took it in from the 2-yard line to put Carver up by a score of 41-14 with the extra point to follow with 9:03 to go here in the third quarter.
And it was all a couple of passes, but mostly running the ball, and Juwan Pass finishing it off with a touchdown there. They're on to attempt the point after touchdown. Number 41, who's probably a fine young man, but we just don't know his name. Taking a long time here.
Looks like they're
There
resetting the play clock. There we go.
Waiting for the snap. Well, high snap. They're going to have to call it. Actually, they don't call a fire. They're going to put it down, kick it, and he puts it into the end zone. When it goes your way,
wow.
It just goes your way.
Great job by the holder. That snap was destined for the 50-yard line, and he jumped up and caught it, got it on the tee, and they were able to kick it through for the extra point.
All right, so 42-14. Tigers just got to put something on the board. We'll come back in just a moment right here on Eagle Sports.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your then let State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Matt Orr handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
While we're waiting on this kickoff, let's give you a few scores from around the area. Of course, earlier in the week, Callaway defeated Harris County 24-17. Columbus right now winning over. They won over Marion County. Columbus with a win. That's a surprising thing. They won on Thursday night.
Not in baseball?
No, not in baseball.
Oh.
Yeah. Right now at the half, LaGrange leading Mary Person 7-6.
Wow.
Shaw over Northeast Macon 14-0 at halftime. Upson Lee leading Northside 20-3, and then of course in this ball game 42-14, Carver of Columbus over the Troup High School Tigers.
Granger's doing a good job over in Forsyth tonight against Mary Persons. Mary Persons highly rated football team in, I believe, in 3A or 4. I'm not sure. I believe that's the right classification, Jack.
Line drive up the middle, and the Tigers are going to take it and get a nice return up around to the 38-yard line. That's Cameron Russell, and he's got a good motor.
Flag came in late back around the 25, Jack. Let's see what that call is going to be. It came from the referee. Looks like it's going to be a chop block against the Tigers.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. So they'll bring that back. A nice return negated there.
Boy, Cameron Russell did a good job of getting that ball out, giving the Tigers good field position. Got all the way out to the 40, but unfortunately for Troup High, they had a flag back on the 25. So it's going to be a spot foul. So they're going to mark off at least 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, 10 yards from the spot. So that
15.
backs the Troup Tigers up back in their own 15-yard line. Long way to go, Jack. Not the best of field position, but let's see what the Tigers can do.
A couple more scores for you real quick. Whitewater and Eagles Landing, no score in that ball game. Central of Carroll tied up with Fayette County. Carrollton leading North Hall 21-3. Carver, of course, we mentioned they're leading this one. Then Woodward Academy, big win. There's 44-0 over Clarkston. We're going to pass the ball on first down. Actually, we're going to step up out of the pocket as Sheely doesn't see anything downfield. Gets a little bit of upfield yardage, picks up about 3, 2nd and 7.
Looking to hit Tremaine Tolbert on that little quick slant pass across the middle, and Carver did a good job of covering him up. So Cedric just took the ball upfield, got what he could, picked up about 3 yards, brings up 2nd down and 7. Ball's marked on about the 18-yard line of Troup High.
Tigers got to get something going here. There's the snap, looking to pass. He's got to step up in the pocket. Wow, they're just going to get him right there. Big number 55, Lyndon Bigham Johnson makes the tackle. And when you run into Bigham, wow.
You won't go forward.
No, you're just a pineapple and a cherry on the back of him.
Another good job by the Carver secondary that time as they covered up the Tiger wide receivers. So you can see some of the adjustments that Carver made at halftime. Sheely really had nobody to throw to, and again, did a good job not forcing the ball in there and creating a turnover.
Bonner will go out in the flats. Will turn. He's going to have to escape again. Still on his feet. Throws it out there to Bonner. Bonner trying to get something going open field. Steps around, makes several guys miss. Gets across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Got a first down, Jack.
First down.
Good individual effort by Mess Bonner that time. Sheely bought a little time with his legs. Threw a good pass out in the left flat out there. Bonner created that. Got first down really on second effort. And a good job by the Tigers that time. 3rd down and long was not an easy conversion, but they got a new fresh set of downs.
So they continue to move the ball up the field. Cameron Russell in the slot position on the far side. She will have Bess Bonner in the backfield with him. Here's your snap. He backs up to pass looking. Throws a little out into the short side of the field to Bonner. Bonner will be brought down just across the 25 to the 27.
Good job that time by Carver. They were able to keep Mess to a short gain that time. Number 91, Cameron Ash, from his outside linebacker position, stayed at home and got some pursuit from his friends. And
so we actually lost on that one.
Yeah.
It was a nice pass and catch,
right.
but we actually was behind the line of scrimmage.
Right. Well, Mess tried to make a couple people miss and wound up taking a couple steps backwards, and that resulted in a loss of about 2. Ball's all the way back to the 25-yard line now.
Mess rolls over to the left side. Takes a snap. Sheely looking downfield, throws a rope and bounces and now the hands of the intended receiver, number 18, Tremaine Tolbert.
Good coverage that time by number 3 for Carver. The ball was right on target, but without that good play, Jalen Beard, young senior out there, did a good job on Tolbert that time. Arrived about the same time as the ball did and broke up that pass. Brings up 3rd down and 12 now for the Tigers, Jack.
Need a first down here. Need to continue to move the ball down the field. Takes a snap, backs up to pass. Looking. A lot of pressure.
He's got a lot of room over there, Jack. Go a long way.
30, 40, goes out of bounds. And he will pick up. Does he get the first down? Real close.
I believe he did.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be a good job by Sheely that time. Nothing open downfield. Found some room over on that left side. Was able to scramble and use his legs, pick up another first down for the Tigers. And again, they get another fresh set of downs.
You know, how many times have we done that tonight on a third down, even a fourth down, gotten a big conversion like that?
And a mobile quarterback's so important, Jack, because defensively he's the one he's not accounted for.
They jump off sides.
Right. The Tigers going to pick up another 5.
That's a great point. Is that, you know, when you're scheming, you're thinking about those guys that are running the ball. You got Cameron Russell out there. You got Mess Bonner. But you got that quarterback who's also got a great set of legs.
No doubt. We saw it last night with Braylon Sanders at Callaway. Braylon was able to make some plays with his legs. And, again, this is the second week in a row that Shealy's really done a good job from the quarterback position, made some good decisions, when to throw it and when not to throw it.
So here come the Tigers again. Shealy takes a snap, backs up to pass, about a 2-step drop. A lot more time. Steps up the pocket. He's going to run. Goes down short of the 50.
Going to pick up maybe a yard there, Jack. Again, look downfield and nobody was open. The pocket collapsed around him, but he was able to scoot forward for about a yard. Brings up third down now. What was that, Jack? About third down. It was second down. I'm sorry, second down about 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually a little bit better because you remember we got that 5-yard penalty.
That's right. So it's second down and about 4, I guess.
Yep. You know, while that is just a 3-man front coming, that's a lot of beef coming across that line each time. Man in motion from the far side. We'll hand the ball off into the middle. And we're going to get across the 50, just short of the first down. Right now, Mess Bonner's shirt, his undershirt, is hanging down below his thighs. And they've given him he's given them a handle. They're grabbing hold of that undershirt and pulling.
That's exactly what Big Lyndon Johnson used to drag him to the ground right then. And he was about a step away from taking that one to the house, Jack, because there was nobody left.
Somebody get some scissors and hold that shirt on.
Yeah, and Lyndon Big Ham Johnson, as you mentioned, made a good touchdown-saving tackle on that one.
They come to this right side, and wow, they just swarm all over us. We're going to lose yardage back across to the 48-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down.
Good job that time by middle linebacker number 92, sophomore Emmanuel Reed. That's how you close and fill a hole, Jack, and good job that time by Carver as they were able to throw the Tigers for a loss of about 4 yards. So it's fourth down now at about 14, Jack. Ball at the Tiger 47. Excuse me, Jack.
Go roll Travis Johnson over to this near side. Fake the handoff. Shealy throws downfield. He's got a man. Did he catch it?
Yeah,
yes, he did. Big catch and reception down at the 35-yard line. Looks like that's Montez Crow with a reception.
You know, another good throw by Dexter Shealy, rolling to his left. Found number 15, Montez Crow, wide open across the middle of the field. And another first down for the Tigers. Big conversion that time, Jack. Fourth down and 14. And the Tigers were able to convert.
And a daring play, not just trying to get the 5 yards you need the first down. A good ball mover gets you on down the field. Carver didn't see that one coming. Twins left and right. Put a man in motion in Johnson. Got a little cross buck. It's going to be Bonner with second effort. Gets across the line of scrimmage. They grabbing that shirt, pulling that shirt.
Good job by Mess.
Cut the shirt.
As he ducked into the hole and was able to bounce it outside a little bit and picked up about 3 yards. Brings up second down and 7 for Troup High School. Ball's going to be marked just inside the 35-yard line down at the 33.
Now, Kobe, do you have these scissors in the Eagle bag of tricks? So we've got to walk down there and cut that shirt off. So they quit grabbing it. Quickly hand it off. Actually, fake the handoff to Bonner. We're going to throw it across the middle, complete. He'll get down to the 26-yard line. It looks like that may be close enough to a first down.
Number 8, Travis Johnson, again with that little quick pass right across the middle of the field. A good throw, put it right on him. Brings up third down at about a yard. Jack, ball's inside the 30, marked at the Carver 32-yard line. Troup Tigers need to get now near the 31. Looks like Carver's going to call a timeout.
They do take a timeout. We take one as well. This timeout brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff. He reminds you to take timeout to remind your kids not to text and drive. 3:27 left to go. 14-42. Tigers driving, though, right here on Eagle Sports.
From the most advanced technologies to a strong vision for the future, we're connecting together.
So healthy together.
For one very good reason, your health. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Where we're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, second title.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
So I'm trying to get a mental image. I was just commenting on how neat it is these the princesses and the queen, they're walking around and kids are waving. Tony says, I didn't enjoy wearing it that much when I got mine. So I'm just trying to picture that image. Tiara falling off because he can't hold on to any hair. Back to the pass to Shealy, quickly across the middle, complete! Down to the 10, 5, and stopped there. What a beautiful passing catch to Cameron Russell.
Cameron Russell with a great catch over the middle of the field. Touchdown saving tackle by the safety out there. That's number 28 for Carver. Good job by him, as I get his name for you quite a times there. But again, good throw by Shealy. Put it right on his numbers.
Hand off to Bonner. Bonner fights down inside, gets inside the 5. They stand him up there. They'll mark him down at the 4.
Mess hit up in there in that line that time, and he really ran into a stone wall there. Brings up second down and goal.
2:58 left to go in the third quarter of play. 42-14 in favor of Carver, but the Tigers knocking on the door. Back to pass to Shealy. Looking. Goes to his right. Going to cut up field, and he's going to be brought down at about the 5. So lose him one. It's going to be third down and goal from the 5.
Good job that time by Carver. They were able to keep Shealy in the pocket. He was able to escape a little bit to the right, but he had good pursuit coming from the inside. Found no one open in the end zone, and did another good decision by Shealy. Didn't force it into traffic. The Tigers have another play.
Well, also, credit Carver as they're looking at this. They're just not going to let him go right up the middle again, as they've done as they collapse the pocket. 5-man front for Carver. Shealy in the shotgun side. He's got Cameron Russell behind him. He'll put Mess Bonner in motion. Back to the left side. Hands it off to Mess. He's going to go. Actually, that's not Mess. That's Tolbert. Fighting down inside the 2.
Ran a little
close.
Ran a little sweep there with Tremaine Tolbert coming from his outside receiver position from the right, moving to the left. Going to get down inside the 2. They're going to mark it just inside between the 2 and the 3, Jack. So that's going to bring up fourth down for the Tigers.
Bonner comes in. They'll bring out Montez Crow. Split actually trips to this right side. And it's a big old play here. Tigers really want to put some points on the board. Fourth down from the 2. Bonner to the left of the quarterback, Shealy. Timeout called. Coach Glisson saw something he didn't like, runs out there, calls a timeout. They take one, we take one as well. This timeout's brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff. He reminds you to take time out to remind your kids to say no to drugs. 14-42 right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel.
Your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call the Mallory Agency today or check them out on Facebook or on the web at MalloryAgency.com. And enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Well, it's kind of a gut check time for the Troup High School Tigers. 4th and goal from the 2. Got a minute 36 left to go to the third. 42-14. So a lot to overcome, but the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that first step would be to go into the end zone. That's right, I got philosophical on you. Look out.
I'm speechless again. You do that to me. I don't understand.
Shealy takes it, backs up the pass, looking, throws towards the end zone.
Incomplete across the middle there, Jack. He got good pressure from the backside there from one of the Carver players, number 92, from his right defensive end, and hit him just as he threw the ball, caused the ball to go a little bit high. He was looking for Tremaine Tolbert across the middle over there, so Carver's able to keep Troup High School out of the end zone as they take over on downs. You got a Carver player injured over there, Jack. Looks like he might have a little leg problem on the 20.
So the Tigers drive it all the way down to the 2. And turn it over.
Jack, the Tigers have really moved the ball well on offense tonight. Yeah. They've sort of stalled a little bit once they got near the goal line, and a lot of that has to do with Carver's defense. But Shealy has really done a good job throwing the ball, putting it on the numbers, making good decisions. The offensive line, for the most part, has given him good time. That's the first time he's really had any pressure, and he caught that from the backside. Didn't see him coming. So, but again, the Tigers have really been able to move the football. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to match points with Carver tonight.
Yeah. Carver with some big plays that put it in the end zone. Let's take a break as they take care of this young man. Actually, no, they're going to get him up right now. I tell you, it takes about 4 of them to pick him up.
Yeah, that's number 92, Emmanuel Reed, young sophomore middle linebacker. So look like hopefully it's just nothing more than a cramp, Jack. We'll see him back in the game.
So now Carver with the ball at the 2-yard line. Hey, maybe we get a safety, we get the ball back. How about that?
That'll work.
So pass will be in the end zone, standing right in the middle of the end zone as he'll take the shotgun snap. Takes it, backs the pass, looking, throws it across the middle.
Ooh. Had a guy on a crossing route there, number 8 from his slot position. That's one of those running backs, Jacoby Cunningham. Ball a little bit out in front of him. Pass tried to hit him across the middle. If he puts that on the numbers, Jack, he might still be running.
So instead it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Carver doesn't change their offensive alignment, even though they're deep in their own territory there. They still
run what they run.
Still run out of that 4 wide with one back.
Takes it, hands the ball off to the back. We're going to get him as he gets up to the 4-yard line. So he picks up a little bit there, brings up 3rd down.
A little bit of breathing room for Carver. He was hitting the backfield that time, actually, by the Tigers. That was number 9 from his defensive end position there, Kelvin Thornton again. Hit him in the backfield, but he was able to stumble forward to the 5. Brings up about 3rd down to about 8, Jack.
Here they go. They put a man in motion back to that far side pass. We'll wait for the shotgun snap. We try to draw the Tigers off, but they don't. Looks back to the sideline. Play clock at 12. Changes the play back to his right. Pass takes it. Backs up the pass. He's standing in his end zone. We got a guy that, well, we hit him hard. He airs it out, and they make a catch. A beautiful catch. He's going to fall across the 50.
That's us Beasley again. Boy, what a throw from his own end zone. Put it right on the money.
And pass was rocked as soon as he let the ball go, too.
Stood in there and took a big hit, but, boy, he put it right on the money, and Beasley ran under it. Now we got a late flag. Boy, that flag came out real late. Not sure what happened there. Looks like they might be pointing toward one of the Carver players. So let's see. Unsportsmanlike against Carver. So that's going to be a spot foul.
Not sure what that was.
They're explaining it to the Carver officials. So let's see. I don't know if that's going to be a spot or if that's it was a spot foul. Still going to be 1st down for Carver as they get out of the shadow of their end zone, but that backs them up back near the 40 at their own 41-yard line instead of out across midfield.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense.
So here we go. Ball, as Tony mentioned, just outside the 40 at the 41. Quarterback pass will take the snap. A little bit high, but he takes it, hands the ball off to his tailback, who should have been brought down to about the 40, but he's still on his feet up to the 45.
Shoestring tackle. Yes, excuse me, Jack. Shoestring tackle by number 34, Dre Flagg out there from his linebacker position. And Ethan Short, number 22, also helping out. Play gained about 3 yards. Ball's going to be marked on the 44-yard line of Carver. Brings up 2nd down and about 8.
22, Darius. Excuse me, yep. Hold on. The 22, Darius Love was the ball carrier. Coming back this near side again is Love. Love gets to the corner, turns to the 50, 40, 35, brought out of bounds finally at about the 33.
Boy, Carver's really done a good job, Jack, of running that sweep and really sealing that edge. And the Troup Tigers have just not been able to set that edge and keep Carver from making big yards.
Well, I wish Greg was here because that was a little number 35, Scott Hicks, making that tackle going out of bounds. So, all right, 42-14 is your score. We got one more quarter of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Touch! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
We'll go back as Carver's going to continue to try to move the ball down the field, hand off into the back of the backfield. He's going to scatter around, and we're going to bring him down short of the 30. He'll get a couple of yards there, 2nd and 8.
Carver going to get in some new players. Number 11 now, Zaire Jacobs, young sophomore quarterback's taking the place of Jawan Pass. Jacobs 6'1", 170, running the offense now for the Tigers.
Nice clean uniforms. He backs up to pass, looking, throws across, and just over the head of the intended receiver. Good coverage by the Tigers on that play.
Good job by the Troup Tigers, number 17 out there. Javante Martin was cutting across the middle of the field. Ran into safety there for the Tigers. Number 23 doing a good job in coverage. That's Macenta Stafford.
They come back down. Again, 42-14 is your score. Tigers really want to keep them out of the end zone, get the ball back for their team. Now they'll come back to the line of scrimmage. As Tony, man, I'm sorry about that, Tony. That was bad on my part.
Hey, no problem.
New quarterback in there. We'll talk about him in just a second. Waits for the shotgun snap. Has a man in motion, and he's going to hand it on to him. A little jet sweep coming back this way. We dive at his feet. He's still on his feet, and he goes down. He thinks he's little number 8, Jacoby Cunningham, dives to the ground, pops back up.
Good job by the Troup Tigers. They strung that little jet sweep out all the way to the near sideline over here. Good pursuit from the inside. Tigers were able to throw the running back for a loss. That brings up 4th down now. Jack with the ball marked on the Troup High 36-yard line. Carver has to get down inside near the 20 to the 22-yard line for a 1st down, and it looks like they're going to give it a shot.
Yep. Well, what you got to lose at this point? Number 11, Zaire Jacobs is the quarterback back there. Tigers coming up a little bit. They had a super prevent D in. Really almost only a 2-man front with an outside linebacker. There's the snap. They throw a quick out.
That's exactly the call there, Jack. Going to get it outside.
He's
Number
going to fall
8
down.
Going to slip and fall again. Good job by the Tigers. They're going to be able to take over on downs. Number 7, Ken Truitt out there making the stop.
Truitt's played a very steady ball game tonight. I hadn't called his name a whole lot, but he's been right there on so many plays.
Right. Good job by the defense there. Troup Tigers, they able to keep Carver out of that end zone. Get the ball back to their offense now with 10:26 to go here in the 4th quarter. You scored Carver 42, Troup High 14. So an opportunity now for the Tigers to see what they can do on offense.
You got to look at those little victories right there. And also,
sure.
I'm watching as Dexter Shealy comes on the field, running a little gingerly. He's been hit several times as he's run the ball. So his legs a little bit rough under him.
Little rubbery with all those.
You hit me once, and I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Hefty bodies falling on him tonight.
Yep. There's the snap. Turns around quickly, hands the ball off to Cameron Russell. Russell will be wrestled down at the 35-yard line. Maybe he gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10.
Really nowhere to go that time for Russell as Carver defensive line stood up and actually threw him for about maybe a half-yard loss. We'll say no gain and call it 2nd down and 10.
I like it. Unless you're here at the stadium, you don't know any different. Mess Bonder comes back in the ball game at the tailback position. Slot to this near side, slot to the far side. Shealy will take it, back up to pass, throw across the middle, and it gets picked off. At the 30, down to the 25-yard line.
Went to the well one too many times on that quick slant. The middle linebacker, number 92, who we called his name a while ago.
Read it well.
Went out with a cramp a while ago. Jack, that's the Emmanuel Reed, young sophomore middle linebacker. Stepped right in front of that pass, right in the throwing lane, and Shealy threw it right to him. Just didn't see him, and it was able to pick it off and took the ball back down inside the 25 to the 24. So right away, the Troup Tigers defense back out there again.
We mentioned earlier that we'll be at Kia tomorrow morning. And for the Saturday morning quarterback, 8:30, we'll have Tony and Coach Pete Wiggins as they talk about the big win with Callaway last night against Harris County. And then, of course, Coach Glisson will join Coleman Vice at 9 o'clock. Also, during the day tomorrow, Terry Pendleton, Braves royalty, will be out at the Kia showroom. Come out there and get an autograph from Terry. And, of course, go buy a car while you're there. But that's pretty exciting because that's the guy that was a big name for the Atlanta Braves for quite a while.
1991, yes, sir.
Hand off into the line again. And no, they break out down to the 10-5. They're going to go in for a score. We had him stopped up. We didn't wrap him up. That'll be number 22, Darius Love. He'll put it in for another touchdown for the Carver Tigers.
Big senior running back, 5'11", 205, with fresh legs, kept those legs moving and ran through a couple of arm tackles. And the Tiger defense after a good stand, had to go right back out on the field again, and Carver leaned on him with that big offensive line, and Love was able to take it in for another touchdown, Jack.
Yeah, they're tired. This has been a battle for them, and it just it was one of those battles of attrition. Just can't make it through the whole ball game when you're fighting guys that are 300 plus. That's why they have weight classes in wrestling and boxing.
Looks like Carver's a man short on the extra point attempt.
Here he comes.
Clock down to about 12 seconds now. Let's see if they can get off this snap, get this extra point.
They'll make a shot at it. 5, 4, snap, hold, kick is up. And this kick is not good. He's been kicking low all the time. I think we got a hand on it that time. In fact, I think it was number 9.
That's number 9, Kelvin Thornton. Yep. We've called his name several times tonight. So good job by Kelvin laying out to block that extra point. I think he got a hand on it, Jack.
Yep, he sure did.
He was getting some high fives over here on the side.
48-14 is your score. Let's go ahead and take another break. We come back. We still got a little bit more left in this ball game with 9:39 left to go here on Eagle Sports.
Let's root the Tigers on to victory. I know you guys have been working hard all week, so let's take care of business. And know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama at King Chevrolet Kawasaki that are behind you 100%. So come on down here. The Moose Man's waiting on you, and know that King Chevrolet's behind you. Let's go, Tigers.
Call 706-594-72. His advice is free, and his work is invaluable. When you're ready, or just get your home, talk to Remote Agent Hilton Swanson today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back as the Tigers are trailing now 48-14 here with 9:39 left to go. And Carver kick the ball off again.
Mess Bonner and Cameron Russell back deep for the Troup High Tigers, standing inside their 5-yard line.
Quick kick, high kick, taking it to 10, up to the 20, cutting around at the 25, down to about the 27-yard line.
Tremaine Tolbert again that time, Jack, took that short kick, brought it out across the 25. Going to spot it near the 26, maybe the 27, so that's where the Troup Tigers will start this drive. Down by a score of 48-14 with 9:09 to go in the fourth quarter.
All right, a few scores real quick. Whitewater and Eagles Landing, still no score in that ball game. Central Carroll over Fayette County right now, 20-14. They're in the fourth quarter. Carrollton leading North Hall, 28-3 in the fourth. And then Clarkston, they just did not want to play Woodward Academy tonight. They're down 58-0.
Not a lot of people want to play Woodward.
No.
We will get to see them later on in the year, Jack. I believe it's the second weekend in October.
Mm-hmm. Might get Vander Holyfield to give us an autograph while we're there.
There we go.
Here comes the snap. Here come the Tigers. Quick handoff in the middle of the field. And Bonner fights, but that's some big old meat that he's fighting against. They'll drive him back. He'll get a yard, 2nd and 9.
Number 96 that time. I don't have his name or his number, but a lot of clean white jerseys in for Carver, Jack, and they don't look like they've lost a lot of size out there.
No.
They're not the big 350-pound kids, but they're touching that 250, 260 range. So a lot of subs in now for Carver as the Troup Tigers try to get something going here on offense.
Cameron Russell goes in motion, going to hand the ball to him. He's going to get stuffed back there, but then find it as second win and get to the 40. Still on his feet to the 45-yard line. Nice job. First down for the Tigers.
Good job by Cameron Russell. Showed a lot of patience as he ran that little jet sweep to the far side of the field. Picked up a couple of nice blocks on the outside there. Got across the 40 out to the 45. First down, Troup High.
A couple other quick scores for you. We've got LaGrange right now trailing Mary Person 7-13. Shaw over Northeast Macon 20-9. Upson Lee over north side of Columbus 20-3. And then Carver, of course, leading the Troup High School Tigers 48-14. There's a snap. Quick handoff in the middle, spinning, getting across the 45 to the 46.
Cameron Russell still doing a good job. Hit that hole hard. Was hit hard by the linebacker there. Fell across the 45 out to about the 44. They're going to mark it at 43. Play picked up about 3 yards. 2nd down and 7.
Clock continues to tick. 7:20 left to go in this contest. Twins left and right. Single back to the backfield beside Sheely. Sheely puts a man in motion back to this near side. Turns, looks, goes swing it out to him. It's Cameron Russell. Russell fighting his way upfield. Going to be brought back. He got all the way. They go mark it at the 48.
Play's going to pick up about 2 yards, Jack. Little swing pass out of the backfield. Sheely looked downfield, didn't find anybody open, and threw it out to Cameron Russell out here as a safety valve. So play didn't gain much. Going to bring up third down now, and maybe 6, Jack.
Yep, a short 6, long 5. It's going to be Russell in motion again. Back up to pass is Sheely. Dancing around, trying to find his way up the field, and he's going to be brought down short of the 50, short of the first down. Bring up 4th down and 5.
Good open field tackle that time by number 44, Thomas Cook for Carver. Was able to keep Sheely contained, and Sheely did all he could. Get back to the line of scrimmage, but was only able to get maybe a yard gain. So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers, and they're going to be forced to punt. Michael Young will be standing back near his 35 when he touches the ball.
It's really the smart thing to do. I'm glad they're going
to
punt the ball. They're going to actually back up somebody. They're going to come after this one. Low snap, steps, gets the kickoff. Nice high kick, kind of wobbly. Bounces, takes a big Tiger roll. Can they get to it? Yep, they do. Down inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. So good job.
Good job that time by
Michael Young.
Good job that time by Michael Young. Go to pin Carver deep in their own territory.
First down, Carver.
So 5:36 left to go. Clock continues to tick. 48-14 is your score. And the Tigers will hope to keep them from putting any more points on the board.
Any more scores over there for us, Jack? Have you been able to cross?
No, that's all I got so far. We'll keep watching and see if we get any more finals for you. It's amazing what you can find on the web, though. I keep looking at the Thursday night score. I keep going, well, Callaway's already won. Why do they keep telling me that? With Grange still trailing Mary Persons, we'll hope to get an update on that in a minute. Hand off into the line by Carver. The Tigers going to stop him pretty good. 2nd down and 9. Let's go back to the other region and take a look at that. You can, with this particular app that I'm working with, you can filter it by region and see how the group of teams are doing there.
I'm just impressed you can operate one of those things. Is that one of those i7s?
Well, mine doesn't flip.
6S. Well, not many do anymore, you know.
The other day,
neither do the phones, Jack. You know.
I remember texting you something the other day, and I thought, wait a minute, Tony cannot.
Well, yeah, I can text. It's just in the dark ages.
It'll take you a while.
That's right.
The T9 words to get you there.
Oh, what?
Never mind.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, 58-0 is the final with Woodward Academy and Clarkston. Carrollton leading 35-3 over North Hall in the 4th quarter. That'll be final in just a bit. Tigers going to stack him up again. Good job late in this ball game as they take on this second team. They'll roll some new players on, some younger players getting a chance. Dexter Baker, defensive end, junior defensive end, getting in there. Along with looks like number 30.
Delray Stevens.
Ryan Ziegler out there.
Young sophomore out there getting some playing time. Looks like Carver Tigers content to run clock and get out of here with a big win. Down to 3:30 now. 3rd down and 10. Carver's in no hurry to get a playoff.
You know, that first quarter of play took forever. The game's moved a lot quicker in the second half.
Yes, it has.
Well, and because, Carver's run the ball so well in the second half. They really have.
Their offensive line really sort of took over the ball game in the second half, Jack, when they were able to move the ball.
Back up to pass. They're going to air it out, overthrow the intended receiver. We were step for step with him out in the coverage with number 6, Data Rutledge. He's a senior cornerback. Hadn't called his name too much, but he did a good job on that play. So they'll bring on their punting team.
That'll bring up 4th down and 10 now. The Tigers will get their hands back on the ball again. Number 7, Ken Truitt, be standing back near his 35 of 40 as Carver gets ready to punt the ball. Not sure they've had to punt too many times tonight, Jack.
I think maybe only one time previous.
Mm-hmm.
They've had some big 4th down conversions in this ball game, as have the Tigers, though. I'd love to see the stat sheet and look at 3rd and 4th down conversions.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
He'll send to his end zone. There's a snap, low snap, bounces up to him, steps up, gets the kickoff, kind of a liner. Bounces, takes a Carver bounce to the 50.
Going to wind up being a pretty good punt. Jack going to go across the 50.
Try to put a little magic on it across to the 44. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station. Tigers trailing 14-48 here on Eagle Sports.
First down, Tigers.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Pass on first down intended for Ramon Leslie, Jr.
Number 15, Montez Crow, young sophomore quarterback, getting some action now. Some game action from the quarterback position.
Montez played a little bit last year.
Mm-hmm.
Checking scores again, see if I have anything else here. LaGrange, let me reset this and see if I got anything new here. As here come the Tigers. Crow, again, in at the quarterback position. Takes the snap, turns. Tries to throw, flushed out of the pocket. And they're going to grab him and bring him down, sack him. You know, that's something we really haven't seen a lot of. We've had a lot of pressure, but really haven't been sacked in this ball game.
Well, Montez brings a little bit different dynamic to the quarterback position. Big, tall kid, got a good arm, can throw it. Not quite the elusive runner that Sheely is. So pursuit got to him that time. A good job in the secondary by Carver as everybody was covered up, and instead of risking a turnover, Montez took the sack there. But good. Let's give Carver secondary credit that time. Did a good job in coverage.
Here they come back to the line of scrimmage. Crow stays in at the quarterback. Takes the snap, turns, going to back out to pass. Looking. Wow, is he out of gun? Just throws it way up the field. About 3 or 4 guys all going after it. No flag. That's probably a good no call there. So everybody's kind of going after that one.
That looks like it's going to be the last play of the game, Jack.
Yep, it'll tick down, and that'll do it. 14-48 is going to be your final here from Callaway Stadium as the Tigers have fallen to the Carver Tigers. Let's take a break back to the station. We'll run our last spot in the regular game, the first spot of postgame, right here on Eagle Sports.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now. Mm-hmm.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So, go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. Glad to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown will get you back into your game. And about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to more Troup Tiger Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. The Tigers have fallen by a score of 48-14. In this one, the first half was a little bit tighter. The Tigers answer after a muff kickoff and go into halftime, and they're down by 2 touchdowns. But then Carver rolls one more down the field, and it's just kind of downhill from there. Do credit the Troup High School Tigers tonight, Tony, in the fact that they never gave up, continued to play. Their spirits were up. We saw these guys make some big plays still down the field. Shealy continues to run the offense very well. I think if they weren't going against a line that was averaging 300 across the front, they might have been able to move the ball a little bit better. But the guys just kind of got tired going up against all that beef.
Well, the defense was on the field a long time in the second half, Jack, and it told on them there late in the game. But, again, you mentioned a lot of size on Carver, on the Carver team up front on both sides of the ball, both sides of the line of scrimmage. And, it caught up with the Troup Tigers in the fourth quarter. They were out there so long. But, again, some positive things. I know it doesn't seem like it was 48-14, and when you look at that score, you go, oh, my goodness. But, again, it was the first quarter. They got off to a little bit of a rough start, but they were able to bounce back, kept it close. But tonight, if you break it down, Carver had more athletes, more size, more speed. But the Tigers fought hard. They gave it everything they had, and really that's all you can ask for, Jack, as they get ready next week for the Callaway Cavaliers next Friday night. That should be a good football game, Jack. Another crosstown rivalry mid-season, so that should be a lot of fun. So something we can look forward to next weekend.
These kids know each other very well. One thing, Tony, the feeling that I'll walk away from this ball game, I've been on the end of some big losses in the past, both playing and also calling football for a lot of different schools over the years. But I don't walk away with a sense of embarrassment. The Tigers were fighting, and we're just a couple of plays away. I think about the play that was called as a incomplete pass instead of a catch down here.
Sure.
They could have moved things a little, maybe not a win, but maybe get you within a touchdown and not being so far behind in this ball game.
Right. They were sometimes when you have seasons like this, the Tigers now they go to, I believe, 0-4.
Yep.
And sometimes when you have seasons like this, the little breaks go against you, and you have you're an inch away from making a great play and those kinds of things. And nobody's going to fault Cameron Russell for that effort. I mean, he laid out as far as he could.
Yep.
And
all you can ask for.
That's all you can ask for, and he was unable to keep the ball under control as he went to the ground. But you're right, Jack. It's the kids don't want to hear this, but the Troup Tigers are getting better. They're better now than they were the first of the year.
Oh, that's for sure.
They're finding out some things about themselves. The coaches finding out what the kids can do and what they can't do, and they'll go back to work Monday. Go back to practice and continue to try to get better and get ready for the next game.
Let's take one more break. When we come back, we'll close things down here from Callaway Stadium as the Troup High School Tigers have fallen to the Carver Tigers 48-14 on Eagle Sports.
Continue to work hard. Let's take care of business. Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. For you. Also, she has bakery items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. The Tigers have fallen 14-48 against the Carver Tigers. 2 weeks of Tigers, 2 weeks of losses, and a tough one for the Tigers tonight. Tomorrow morning, though, you can have a chance to come and hang out with the folks out at Kia's showroom at 8:30 for the Saturday morning quarterback, as Tony will join Coach Pete Wiggins out there, talk about the big win with Callaway, and also as they took on Harris County on Thursday night, last night. And the Troup High School Tigers will have Coleman Weiss there to talk to Coach Glisson after this loss tonight, to talk about how this team continues to work to improve. Also tomorrow at the Kia showrooms, come by and see Terry Pendleton. Yep, Terry Pendleton from the Braves royalty. I tell you what, also was a third base coach for a while there as well with the Braves, and a guy that you just kind of love to watch him play the game. Just a man of class, and it'd be neat to go out there and get an autograph from him.
Really would enjoy asking Terry Pendleton about. I saw I don't know if people have seen the Bobby Cox, the Driven with the Bobby Cox episode, and to hear Terry Pendleton talk about, or any of those coaches talk about Bobby Cox, the way they feel about him. But Pendleton was one of the ones that when he came to the Braves, of course, in '91, they were a perennial loser, but he helped turn that program around. So it should be a good time at Kia tomorrow, Jack. Should be a lot of fun.
Just think about those days, back when it didn't cost almost anything to go to the Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, and
you could get in,
bring a cooler, sit across a couple of seats between you.
That's right.
And you could just sit there and eat and hang out, have a good time.
Get in for $5 and wind up sitting behind home plate in the really good seats. So
and talk to Ted Turner, say, hey Ted, how you doing?
And the times have changed. They sure have.
Oh my goodness, hasn't it? Well, I'll tell you what, the Tigers have fallen in this one. We're going to get things ready to wrap things up. We hope you have enjoyed this broadcast tonight. It's been a difficult one for the Tigers, but we know they're going to continue to improve and get better as the season goes on. Well, for Tony, for Decovia, for our folks back at the station, we thank you for joining us tonight. The Tigers, again, fallen 14-48 over the Carver Tigers. We'll see you tomorrow at the Kia showroom. We'll see you next week on the radio.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted